What's up, guys?
Yo,
Hey, what's up?
Sorry about that.
good morning, man. That crap made me laugh, dude.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Our first live stream. Sorry,
Oh,
I thought the mute would work, but it didn't.
You think it would?
I don't think
Nothing
it
works.
would.
Not that it's an issue.
No.
Yeah, no, that is an issue.
Hey, we're just gonna chill in here for a little bit. Let some people join if they want to. You know. Yeah, text your friends if you guys want them to be a part of it. You know, I actually need to text someone real quick. My dad wanted me to send him the chat.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you won't know what we're talking about, but he's like, "Well, send it anyways."
I'm gonna do the same. Actually.
You won't know what we're talking about.
It's so true though. It's
You
like,
have no idea what's going on, Dad.
My mom will.
Yo.
My mom's in it. She's caught up.
oh, that's
right,
right.
yeah.
With
True.
the English dub, right?
Yeah.
With the English dub.
That's crazy.
So I'll watch sub, of course, here, and then I'll watch dub with her. It's easier for her.
What episodes did me and you watch yesterday?
What? Oh, Brandon watched the last 3.
325?
Yesterday.
Nice.
We watched them.
I can't believe I missed the fight between Ace and Blackbeard.
Oh, dude, that was so sick, huh?
I was like, it probably won't be that bad. No, I missed that fight. It started and it showed both of them. I was like, there's no way they're about to fight right
You'd
now.
expect it to switch to a different
Yeah.
scene.
He was like, bro, are we really about to get a Blackbeard versus Ace fight? I think we probably said the same thing.
Dude, it was tight, dude.
Dude, and then I guess we're sort of, that's okay because you just saw it, so we could talk about it a little bit before we kind of get into.
Also, this is kind of just
Questions.
where YouTube's at right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're way ahead. So for the people who join in now, it's kind of like a special thing. So if you notice, or if you're on Patreon, we're obviously a lot higher. And
Yeah.
we've pretty much finished it. But
Shout out to the patrons who are here in the chat.
exactly, and
Woo.
when this goes up to YouTube, we'll be done with the arc.
Yeah.
Whoever joins now is kind of like a special thing.
It's getting like a sneak peek,
A little-
kind of.
yeah.
So if you're, just on the YouTube, I think we're what? I can't even remember what happened last.
On YouTube?
Sanji just fought
I was about to
Jabra.
say Bleach.
Yeah,
You just uploaded Bleach.
I just
last
finished
night.
that. Yeah,
so
Sanji's Devil's
Sanji-
Foot.
And then we're ahead on Patreon, a handful of episodes.
How's it going?
And then we just finished the arc last week.
Hey, shout out to our mods in the chat.
Yeah.
Be friendly to them. They're good guys, good people over there. And shout out to everyone who has joined us for the first time on a live stream. This is our first live stream.
Yeah,
so.
shoot.
Very
I've
first one.
I've never live streamed
Please
before.
bear
Well,
with
actually.
us if it's a little meshed up.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I think we.
I was really hoping that mute would work. That was kind of
And then a fade in or something.
something like that. Like we'd have the music playing, but I guess like you said, there's probably a bypass.
Yeah, we'll get it next time.
Okay, okay, I don't know.
Oh, pin in the thingy.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, let's see.
It's up top.
Pin. Oh, did you do it?
Yep.
Shoot.
How's the One Piece
Quick.
journey so far? What do you think?
How's the what?
That's wild.
I was comparing it to like, I don't know, how do you say it? When I watch Bleach or when I watch Dragon Ball or when I watch like those type of animes for me, whenever I see like my favorite characters on screen or something crazy happens and I get like chills and stuff, that tells me like, yeah, I like this show a lot.
Oh, big time.
And I get a
100%.
I get a
I get
lot
chills
of that
a
in
lot
One Piece.
in One
Well,
Piece.
well, going back to when we watched Ace and Blackbeard fighting, and he reveals the dark fruit. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it, dude. Like,
That's really cool, man.
it's crazy.
To think that
That's
like,
a very good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Very good sign.
well.
So-
to think like that's where the
I'm
devil
enjoying
fruits
my
will
One
go
Piece
to,
journey
like,
so far. It's it's
crazy.
wild.
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of One Piece like becoming my number 2.
Oh, over Bleach?
I don't know.
Wow.
It's a scary thought. It's a scary thought.
Yeah,
It's a scary thought.
it's a big jump.
Yeah, I know.
So from Wacky, we have thoughts on Third Gear.
So yeah, I think we have who's to blame? Who's upper? That's funny too. We have notes from our mods. I don't know if we'll
a good
probably start
question.
off with those first, and then get into them, or if we just want to.
Shoot, we could ask you guys too. Yeah. Well, we could ask them what they want to see. So the
Our
whole
mods basically, we asked you guys for questions. They got us some
On a community post, I think we posted like a week ago or a few days ago.
about a week ago. I
About a
think,
week
yeah.
ago.
About a week ago.
Copyright.
it gets you for that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no singing popular songs.
Unless it's ours.
And thanks for joining. We see that you can't stay long, but appreciate you guys for joining the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
And then, Cody, where was the? Did we see where they got the? Where they got the PDF at?
You want me to send it to you?
Did she send it to us?
That'll probably.
Yeah,
it's probably in the chat.
It's in the. I think it's in the admin chat.
When'd she send it?
A couple days ago.
Oh, cool. I see it.
So we got you guys' questions from Patreon, from YouTube, stuff in the Discord that you guys may have asked as well.
It's gonna be your.
It's
gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
And
up
that's
there.
no like.
I know for a fact it's gonna do
funny
that.
to say that. Like I'm afraid for that to happen, but like I'm really.
It's like
loving One Piece.
just embrace the inevitable.
Just
Just accept it.
I
the
think
inevitability of
embrace
this
it.
becoming your number 2.
And you know, it may be something different because, okay, how do I say it? The way I watched Naruto is basically like a movie format, sort of. So somebody had made some kind of supercut where it's one opening in the beginning, they took out the filler, and the episodes are condensed to like.
He missed all those awesome scenes of
And
the chair swinging back and forth for like 5 minutes.
I don't know. See, I skipped all that stuff. So whoever made that took that stuff out, and I watched it that way. Brandon sort of watched Bleach that way too.
In movie formats, yeah.
So part of it is like when me and Cody watched Bleach, we watched every single episode.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Whoa.
And
Feels bad.
you get to hear the opening every time.
Yep.
So like those things stick with you. And I felt like because it was like really long, I like loved it that much more, I guess.
So One Piece for Naruto. Yeah, pretty much.
And then yeah, basically. But then watching One Piece the way we are, where it's not like we're not watching it week to week, but because there's so much, and because we're watching, I don't know, 3. How many episodes do we watch a week? Anywhere from like 3 to 8, maybe.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. I can't imagine the guys who stuck through this watching it one
Week
episode
to
a week.
That's brutal.
That's
That is
crazy.
brutal.
So I wonder if like because we're watching it that way, I'm able to soak it in and think about it more. That it's gonna really be on my top 2, 3.
I will
don't know
say,
if that answers the question.
yeah, I mean, shoot, dude, I think it's probably up there for me right now too, because I know that with all the stuff that we've been watching, I don't think a show's made me this emotional like that in a while. That's why it's up there for me, honestly.
And for different
One Piece
reasons.
has some hard-hitting
Yeah.
moments. And for different, exactly.
And
For
like
for
the fact
different
that
reasons.
I went back to watch Robin's Wish because I was doing some shorts for it, and every single time I hear her scream,
yeah,
I choke up.
Even when I'm editing, dude.
Just rewatching it.
Just that one like 5 seconds, I choke up. Just like I don't know Japanese or anything like that, but like the rasp in her throat that she says it in, like the emotion behind it.
Yeah,
all.
the voice actress definitely did a phenomenal job.
Yeah. The dub was also very good too. I actually really liked the dub too.
So you guys, I've been watching week to week from the next arc after Andy's lobby. It's been
man.
That's crazy.
So you're the most patient person in the world then? Patience is your like strength.
Hey guys, just to let you know, I see some people can't stay long. This is gonna go up after we get 325 on Patreon. It's gonna go up on Patreon. After that, it'll be uploaded on YouTube once we get past that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you're here live, you're catching basically the like kind
the
of
VIP moment, basically.
VIP. If you're
We'll
not,
big up later.
if you can't stay, it will be up. So yeah, we'll make sure that it's up for you.
Yeah,
guys.
this will eventually go up. I know. So okay. Should we explain then for people YouTube what exactly we're doing again?
I mean, yeah,
Say
we're just
specific-
doing an ARC review. We've got our mods, Dandy, she put together a compilation of all the questions that were asked for the ARC that you guys asked that you wanted to know what we were going to be talking about. So we have that, and that's pretty much all that I can think of, right?
Do we want to get to a little bit of chat? Well, then deciding what we want to do. Do you guys want us to do like your questions first, or should we kind of go from the beginning of the arc and just talk about things as we go
I
along?
like seeing all the hearts.
I know, seeing all the hearts too. Thanks,
I
guys.
think we can go through a couple.
You want to go through some chats?
Yeah, I want to go through some of these chats.
Okay,
This is our first live stream. Let's enjoy it a
I
little
want to
bit.
engage with
Good
you.
idea,
Dude, yeah, get some coffee. I got my G Fuel right here.
bro. I might need to go grab a G Fuel.
We're not sponsored, by the way. We just like G Fuel.
We could be.
We love G Fuel. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sponsored.
Love
mentally.
I never said. Oh, I'm sorry. I love
You
it.
said
My bad.
like.
I'm sorry. He's wanting to marry G Fuel. That's all.
Well, dude. Okay.
Only
well, let's
Miami
fix it.
Nights.
Oh, there you go. Look at
So we got some
Wacky's comment.
Wacky's comment. Let's see Wacky's. Oh yeah, thoughts on third gear?
I totally did not expect it to be that. I had seen, and you guys have probably heard this in maybe the discussions or whatever. I played a little bit of Jump Force when it first came out. I don't even know what year that came out now. 2018, maybe earlier.
Maybe.
Now, for me, we say it all the time, or maybe you're just joining us, or you're recently joined us on YouTube. But when we talked about One Piece, when we reacted to the live action episode 1, literally I know nothing about One Piece. So the only thing I knew was maybe from Jump Force, and I had seen like some type of ultimate attack he has, which I didn't know it was a gear or anything, but I was assuming that was Gear 3. If you guys play Jump Force, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't really remember what it looks like because it was like a long time ago, and anything I had seen from One Piece, I literally did not care anything about it.
Legit.
If I saw it in a feed, I probably didn't even realize it, or if I noticed it was something One Piece related, I scrolled away within seconds because I never planned to watch it. In a way, I'm really happy I did do that because everything I'm seeing, honestly, dude, I've seen it for the first time. I've never seen it on shirts. I've never seen it on merch. I've never seen it in.
It was crazy because the Gear 2 shirt of Luffy would go hard.
Heck yeah!
Like even a freaking cosplay,
especially in that pose he does, dude.
Heck yeah.
That's so bad.
But I thought Gear 3 was really cool. Actually,
yeah.
I didn't expect to see it so soon.
I didn't either. I wanted more of it, to be honest. Because I
didn't think we were going to see it for another couple hundred episodes.
I didn't expect it to be as destructive as it was.
Yeah.
It blew apart the tower. Like
it's funny because it was just funny seeing Zach like. You were thinking he was gonna go Gear 3.
Yeah,
and then he goes, and he's all, and you're all, and you hear him say Gear for a little bit, and that was
fighting
actually,
Bluno?
that was actually a shock. I didn't even expect that to be hidden away.
Well, I saw people on one of the shorts we had. People like, because I was like, oh, he's gonna go Titan like Aaron Yeager.
Yeah.
And people were like, nah, Aaron Yeager copied Gear 3.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
in
the
reality,
point, man.
absolutely.
I don't know if you saw it, and I only noticed this after I had replied to a comment. But in one of the shorts, the subtitles changed Aaron Yeager to Aaron Diego.
That's one of the comments.
Like AARON.
Aaron Diego, my favorite character from Attack on Titan.
Like
4 kids.
That actually made me laugh, dude. But I think because I had seen it sort of in, I don't know if I watched it in, maybe I was editing something, so I was kind of seeing it by frames. But Luffy bites his thumb, and there's like a cut in his thumb, like where his teeth are. And I think that's how he blows like the air into his body, I guess. I'm just assuming.
I assumed it's kind of like how he's done it in the past where he kind of inflates himself just on a larger scale. Because it noticed like too, it's all proportionate. Like if it goes to his arm, they can move it and it goes to like other parts of his body.
So I don't know how it works or whatever. I don't know if that's correct.
And it goes to his head, it becomes like big brain Luffy or something like that. It's like the smart mode that Chopper's got.
Smart mode? He's like all intellectual and stuff.
I can't imagine Luffy like that.
What are the ones that we got here?
I will say though, man, like one thing just something that came to mind about One Piece is that before we started watching it, I heard people say, "Oh, like One Piece is never going to be serious." Like that's just the way.
I remember you saying that.
That's the way that Oda wants to do it. The creators wants it to be like a cartoon. I was like, that's why I never want to watch the show. You guys got to do better at representing your show. Holy crap!
You guys didn't convince me.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I know. I'm the hater.
Be cool.
All right, the next one. Next one's a pretty good question.
Who's to blame, Luffy or Usopp? Or you just believe that they are both to blame?
This
is their Water 7 fight.
That's a big touch-on question.
Because they don't really give you an answer either in the show. I mean, even if you want to say that they say that Luffy was in the right, the only reason that's the case is because Luffy's the captain. Like you gotta respect the captain.
The end.
It doesn't mean that he's right or the whole thing was right. You know.
The end all be all maybe, and maybe it's up for debate. I'm sure, but everybody on the crew was like, nope, he's not coming back until he apologizes. And Nami's like, yeah, he was, in the wrong or whatever, but then Usopp was the one, to really kind of swallow his pride and apologize, like earnestly.
In the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy too because like on the way there, he was coming up with all these different excuses
he was doing
beat around the bush on apologizing, and then when the time finally came, like he realized like this is what I love. I don't care about my pride. I don't care who's right or wrong. I just want to be part of the crew again. So I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
Yeah,
because it means that much to him.
But and too though, to the way he did it, I think he really does. I shouldn't have said those things. Remember, because he was
very sincere.
Like I could take, I'll take those things back. Like so.
It was very sincere.
Now is Luffy completely like blameless? I don't think so.
I think he could have handled it a different way.
He could have handled it a little bit better.
Because was it Sanji or Zoro that stopped him? Like be careful what you're gonna say.
Sanji kicked him.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, because he was gonna tell him something like, well, then leave the crew then. Like,
yeah, be careful what you're gonna say next.
You can't just casually say something like that, in the heat of the moment.
Which, man, I don't know. That's gonna be hard. I would say that a lot of people would probably be more in the place that Usopp was in than the place that like Luffy was in that case. In terms of like you've got an attachment to the ship, like so that's
there's both sides to it.
Yeah,
and
but also he's the captain. Respect the captain.
At the end of the day, it's his decision because like what Zoro says at the end is like we're not playing pirates.
Exactly.
This isn't a game. Like the world government now has a giant target on our backs. Like we did something that the world knows about now. So it's if you are like flaky or whatever, then a whole crew's at risk. Because if I guess this doesn't really make too much sense if in like a practical way. But if Luffy goes down, then Zoro's up next. And that could be for whatever reason. Maybe Luffy's sick. Who knows? Whatever. But then it's Zoro up next. But then if Zoro's done and out, then who's next? And everybody has their like. Eventually, it goes down the line, like in the military, right? Mm-hmm. So, if you have somebody like Usopp who's not going to be committed, like that's dangerous to have in your crew.
Oh, big time!
Because it messes up unit cohesion too.
I hope that plays a part. Like, the ship dynamics are going to be probably not much different, but it's going to be enjoyable to see the changes.
Yeah. And I think everybody maybe has a little bit more sense of, hey, yeah, this is very, very real now.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully.
We've got 2 more questions in the chat, and I think then we'll go to the questions that were written down for us.
Hello to everybody that is joining.
Yeah, hello.
Where to go? Who do you think won the fight between Blackbeard and Ace? I don't really think that's really a debated question necessarily. I mean, Blackbeard mopped the floor, in my opinion.
How you fight that guy? And it showed Ace's hat at the end, just upside down. Not a good sign.
Yeah, and then Blackbeard talking about like it being the most evil devil fruit.
Yeah, which is an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, we talked about that a bit. I think
the way his power visually looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah,
dude,
freaking awesome.
I just want there to be like
power.
a
legit
a light fruit or something like that. It's like I'm just in my mind. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I think it'd be hilarious.
Shoot, at this point,
a light fruit comes out.
There could be some. There could be
if
literally
you can
anything.
Think it, One Piece will do it.
The dark fruit and the light fruit.
I just imagine like freaking an angel figure walking up, about the most epic fight ever on Light vs. Dark.
Between Light vs. Dark.
That's cool.
I'm curious how big, because I'll be honest, so if I've heard of anything about One Piece, definitely probably heard about Whitebeard. I didn't hear anything about Blackbeard. Blackbeard's like lining up to be a pretty big threat. So it's pretty cool that he
seems like he's going to be a pretty awesome antagonist.
Yeah.
And I actually think somebody said Blackbeard's such an awesome antagonist.
That's so cool. I'm excited for that. It does. Have you guys seen the memes online about One Piece villains and their structured?
I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, so there's a meme online I saw because it had to do with like Wapol, I think too, where One Piece villains are structured where they got like the huge torso and the tiny legs.
Oh, I understand. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe. Well,
I guess that's only Wapol. Yeah, Enaru turned into his big form though.
Oh, that's true.
Enaru's form looked tight though.
Oh heck
yeah. His final form.
Heck yeah.
I wonder.
Like full on.
I wonder if all the Lokias can do that though.
That still might be like one.
Imagine
of my,
Blackbeard is like just utter darkness. That'd be kind of crazy.
Well, that'd actually be pretty tight.
He's just the devil.
Basically, huh?
All right, another question, and we see your other questions here, but we do have questions that we're going to get to from our mods.
I'm actually glad that you guys are asking questions that are actually in the document.
Yeah, are they? I
think so.
Sweet. Well, our mods took time to put that together, though, so we're going to go to that after this in a second.
Yeah. So yeah.
The other question I saw that we were going to get to, where'd it go? Oh, what's the biggest mystery so far that you guys want to be answered in the show?
The One Piece.
What's the One Piece? What's the One Piece? What's the Will of D?
I don't know.
That
for me,
too.
Where the freak do the devil fruits come from?
I guess for me, the biggest, if I had to say the number one, was that I'm where Robin's at. I want to know what the Lost Century. I want to know about that.
The blank
too.
century.
The blank
Yeah,
century.
The blank century. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's probably my like go-to if I'd say that's the one mystery.
I want to know why the freak there's aliens on the moon.
That's right,
Bro.
That's a whole new frontier for One Piece.
That felt like I shouldn't have seen that.
Hey, one of these arcs, dude, we're gonna have like they're all just gonna be standing there at the end of the arc, and all of a sudden a UFO comes out. UFO, sorry.
RFID?
What?
Nothing.
It's just a giant alien invasion.
Yeah. And then
like, all the pirates have to band together to fight the aliens.
Pirates versus aliens.
It's like freaking.
You remember Cowboys versus aliens?
Secret Wars.
Pirates versus aliens.
Pirates versus aliens, just like Cowboys versus aliens. That's funny, dude.
It's crazy, bro. That was wild.
Except One Piece. Okay.
Oh, except because even you guys don't know.
Let's do it.
We're with you guys.
Except One Piece.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do one more.
I was just being a
It's
turd.
the friends we made along the way, right?
It's the
That's
friends
the friends
we
we
made
made along the way.
That's what I'm saying. Luffy's gonna get there. He's like, you know what? I don't need this One Piece.
the One Piece anymore.
I don't need the One Piece.
I have you guys. Bring it in.
And it ends.
Bring it in.
Or Luffy gets beheaded in the next great pirate era.
Good
starts.
gosh.
That would suck.
They behead him at Logan.
Just like Gold Roger, though.
Town?
Just like Gold Roger, bro. Gold Roger left his statement, right? Luffy makes a statement, beheads him.
There'd be like a mass funeral across the world for that.
Probably. All right, we want to do one more from the chat?
Let's
Yeah.
do a.
That was the next one after that was right here. What kind of arc do you think comes next?
Well, they mentioned the Fishman Island. That's what they talked about at the end.
That's if. We
Well,
go
that's
to the
assuming
Fishman
they go
Island.
there because on the last was episode 325.
Oh, it ended with the battle between Ace and Blackbeard, but also saying that fight was going to stir up something.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
also that Blackbeard was close to Luffy.
And Blackbeard was close
and his
to
intention
Luffy.
is to kill him and offer him as a gift to the world government.
It was like that fight was like a catalyst for something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some
So-
major event. And
Well-
it might have been what Shanks was
was
warning
trying to stop.
Whitebeard about.
Yeah,
Either that, or it could just be the premise of, honestly, where it's at right now. It's going to start something, and maybe that's just the foundation of One Piece is based off of right now.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Oh, you're talking about an 800 episode arc, overarching arc?
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. An 800 episode arc.
Overarching arc.
Overarching arc, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called an arc. Well, whatever.
But that's assuming they go to Fishman Island and nothing happens in between that. But
Yeah,
I mean, it
that's
makes
true.
sense.
I also enjoy that. It's
if we
probably
are going
the
to
hardest island
Fishman-
to go to.
If we are going to Fishman Island, I'd like to see Jinbei.
Sorry, just
I think they have to.
Go to Fishman Island?
No, like
Show
show Jinbei.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Got to see our pretty faces for a second. How about we go to the document? You guys want to take a look at that?
Okay.
All right, this may or may not work. Oh, there it is.
It works.
Hey.
What kind of Sufi?
What?
Dang, I'm about to stutter right now.
Yeah,
It's about
so
to
stutter
real life stutter.
in real time.
Yeah, in real time.
I don't know if I can quite get that where I want it to be, though. But
Bear with Zach.
You know, it'd be funny, Cody. Like the more we live stream and stuff, like people in the comments, like I'm just here for the stutters.
Another stutter
Bound to happen.
stutter compilation.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be hilarious. Because there's a couple that freaking kill me.
Is it? The audio is not like too correct.
well, what happened? Something's off?
Well, I'm just double checking. I don't know if there's a. Okay, no, we're good.
Got me scared, dude.
I was just double checking. I didn't know if it was capturing two like different audio sources and it was like echoing each other.
Oh, it shouldn't be. Oh, no, that's...
That's where your music's playing from, and the zoom is, right?
Thoughts on the Ronin backstory guy that blew? Oh, no, it wasn't Sengoku. It was somebody else.
That's a good question.
He blew up the freaking civilian ship.
Here,
That
I
dude's
can
crazy.
check it.
Cold-blooded killer.
That should be fun. Okay, so... Oh, shoot. Wait. Okay.
Definitely court martial.
You guys can't read that, though, but everyone else should be able to, right?
We can't read what?
Can you guys read that?
As in, like, visually?
Yeah.
It's a little small.
It's kind of small. It's a little tough. Little plug. If you hear music in the background, that's us playing from
A while ago. But
From
still, that's our
buried-
music.
Our
This is
music.
from our Buried and Nameless album.
Days Under Authority. You could check it out on Apple Music or YouTube or wherever you listen to your music at.
I think the chat I think the chat can probably see that. So
That's fine, right?
Yeah, if you guys want, I can just read them off to you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that works. Absolutely.
All right. Can you give an overview of your feelings about the saga? We go from silly pirate games to the introduction of one of the most powerful characters in the show, Aokiji, and end with one of the most serious situations the crew has ever been in. Can you all comment on that? That's a pretty in-depth question. Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Let's just collectively answer. Kind of chime in.
Apparently, it starts at Long Ring, Long Land. That's
the
beginning of the saga.
Which is funny because we did a little arc review for that, didn't we?
Wait,
didn't we?
I
thought we did a Long Ring, Long Land arc review
sure
for
we
it.
did. Yeah. The arc reviews are very far in between. Is that what you call it? Because
this one was
they're so long.
Dude, we talked. Water 7 and Eddie's Lobby was close to 100 episodes.
Yeah.
That's insane. Well, if you consider it started at Long Ring, Long Land, then it was 100 episodes.
Well, I will say one big feeling I got from this saga was a huge sense of like uncertainty with Robin.
A lot of mystery.
Because it got to a point where I was like, I don't think she's going to come back. Yeah. Like, she's gone. And like, that was sad.
Yeah. So you thought it was it with Robin?
Yeah, that's truly what I felt.
She went to some pretty extreme lengths to do what she was doing.
That, and then she wasn't with the crew like too long, you know.
To where
like, oh, this is like a foundational character now, like. Yeah. So.
But the way it started, I mean, you get to, and again, I've never seen the locations. I know a lot of people commented about watching A Wonderful World of One Piece, that video that came out maybe
we were told
a while back.
Should have watched it, but they're like, maybe don't watch it.
I didn't want to watch it.
It's just because I wanted to see everything for the first time and be introduced to it when it happens.
See for the first time. So you get to Water 7, and it's like literally the coolest place that we've probably been to so far, in my opinion. And they're there for a new ship. Like, everything is going really good. And then all of a sudden, everything is going really bad. Like, immediately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because everything with Usopp and then with Robin.
Just
everything.
Flips. And the whole Water 7 thing was CP9 and everything. And there was a cool little mystery. One of the best plot twists I've probably seen in a long time with the CP9 reveal. That was ridiculous.
That was a crazy plot twist.
I thought there was going to be like shadow agents. Like, we weren't really going to have any stakes in who they were. But then to turn it around, they're like, oh, no, that's Galilea.
Yeah, dude, that was
such a good twist.
They're deep undercover, too, man.
5 years, something like that?
More than that, I thought.
More? I can't remember.
That's some CIA stuff.
5.
Was it just
straight up? And then coming into, going through all that stuff, then going into Ennie's lobby. It's like, dude, where's all this going to go? Like, how are they going to pull this off? How are they going to escape the island? Like, there's just so many.
I will say, it definitely didn't feel like it was all connected in terms of like the Long Ring, Long Land and Water 7 didn't feel like it was all fully connected.
A little bit.
Shelby said that's kind of low right now overall.
As in, I think she meant like the music. Like, it's like super, super, super faint.
Oh, the music's low.
Well, that's not a big thing because
I don't want it to be too.
I can't be louder than that in my ears, I think.
No, I'm fine here.
Yeah. Like, no more.
That's probably that. That's probably good.
Yeah. All right, if that's too much music, let us know. But yeah, we want you guys to hear some of that.
Yeah, 5 years.
So it was 5 years.
Okay,
5 years.
It's a good thing I have a photographic memory.
Undercover.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's a long time for Lucci not to be killing people.
Yeah, because that guy's a freaking psycho.
Bro was like frothing at the mouth, like at night, like just wanting to go out into Water 7 and murder people.
Like
legit, like at his desk with this freaking pigeon.
That's one of those guys. Oh,
he's
man.
just sitting there petting his pigeon.
Just
thinking about killing.
Can you think of? There's other characters for sure that I can think of that, like in mainstream media, not anime or anything like that, but movies, who are just out there because they love the blood, like they love the sport of it all. Right?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Ahsoka's a crazy guy.
Like straight Lucci was like, look, Lucci's a lot like Goku. He just wants to fight the best.
But kill him.
It's
like Goku and Vegeta mixed, like old school Vegeta.
But yeah, just I mean, I don't know. I
will say though,
I love this arc.
Looking back, like with for the question, starting off in Long Ring, Long Land, and Aokiji was probably one of like they said the strongest characters in the show. I can't wait for the rematch. Luffy versus Aokiji sets it up as like, holy crap.
But you get there after Long Ring Long Land, and up until this point, like Robin, she's pretty powerful, like with her fruit, and her experience and stuff is pretty crazy. But then to see what seeing Aokiji did to her, basically like
Traumatized her.
send her into like a catatonic shock.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, who is this guy? And then to watch that fight play out to where at any moment Aokiji could have killed them all. And nobody would have been able to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely a kind of crazy thing to push early on in that arc. Does that answer the question?
I think so.
Cool. Hopefully we answered your question well enough.
I'm excited to see them do more of that kind of stuff. Like do more serious stuff like that.
All right, question number 2. You want me to read it?
If you can see it, yeah.
Yeah. What arc in this saga was your favorite? Long Ring Long Land, Water 7, Enies Lobby, Post Enies Lobby.
I'll tell you which one wasn't my favorite.
Long Ring Long Land.
That's if we had to rate them.
And that's not saying
'cause-
Long Ring Long Land was
It's not because
bad.
I hate it or whatever.
Because the other arcs are
What
so
you gonna,
good.
You're gonna pick Long Ring Long Land over Annie's Lobby?
I'm not saying that we're not saying Long Ring Long Land is bad. But
He's all, but it was bad.
it felt like a filler arc, dude. The whole thing felt like a filler arc.
I really,
In my
really enjoyed
opinion.
Enies Lobby. 100%.
Oh, I meant Long Ring Long Land.
Oh,
But yeah.
You loved the in-between coming from Water 7 to Enies Lobby. You loved Wanzi, huh?
No.
You loved him.
No. No. Yeah, no, if I had to rate them, it would be number 1. Shoot, actually I might think number 1 might be Post Tennis Lobby.
The Puffing Tom arc.
Oh, that's right. Would you consider that an arc? Is that considered an arc?
The transition arc.
Yes. I would say so. If Post Tennis Lobby was, then I would say Puffing Tom was like a good 15 episodes. Wasn't it?
It was long.
Long Ring Long Hands is the
real
real goat. No, dude, if I had to rate them, Post Tennis Lobby number 1, Ennie's Lobby number 2, Water 7.
What is Post Annie's Lobby like when they get the
I
dragon
would
reveal and
say
stuff?
I would say that Post City's Lobby starts, in my opinion, with the funeral of the Mary.
Whoa.
Is that what was that? Would you guys
Wow, that's
consider
your
that?
favorite?
Heck yeah!
Oh, wow.
You know how many
Hey.
emotional parts there are there?
Yeah.
But that's why the
Oh,
Ennie's
that's
Lobby is right
true.
underneath that, because the whole part with Robin, that's like it's close. But Post Ennie's Lobby has the funeral of the Mary,
Man, that Mary
Plus-
scene got me bad.
plus the whole thing
Holy
with Frankie, plus the reveal of Dragon, plus the Usopp return. So like for me, like Post Ennie's Lobby, there's a lot.
And it was also seeing Garp and Kobe again.
Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, dude,
okay.
Helmeppo.
And I don't want to forget about
can't-
Helmeppo.
you can't
The
argue
crew
with
already
it.
forgets
Alright.
him that he exists anyways.
I agree with that comment. G8 feels more canon than Long Ring Long Land. 100%.
Yeah, bro.
Fact.
That's what I'm saying. Long Ring Long Land, very bottom.
Easily.
Bottom of the barrel.
Unfortunately.
Bottom of the barrel.
However, seeing the slow fruit was kind of cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And kind of makes you think about what is possible with these devil fruits.
Oh, it definitely opened up the possibility for the dark fruit for sure.
Yeah.
The slow
Seeing Luffy's-
fruit.
seeing
is
Luffy's
so
greatest
funny to
form.
me
It is funny.
That was the
We
best.
talked about some of the things
in
the
other
slow,
ways.
what the slow fruit can do.
Oh yeah.
If Oda wanted to get real creative.
It has untapped potential.
Makes you slow in the mind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, dang, that's tough. It's hard to argue with that. Not that it's worth, not arguing, but like you can't get that feeling of satisfaction without going through, Ennie's Lobby and stuff.
Wacky says Foxy one shots Aokiji.
Just slows him down.
His ice is like super slow.
Yeah, it's just going over all slow.
I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty powerful.
That was funny.
No,
Hey, Shane, if you think about it
is pretty
though,
powerful, actually.
Aokiji's power, you know what absolute zero is? Like absolute zero Kelvin? It's like, in theory,
Science.
Exactly. That was Luffy's peak transformation.
Afro Luffy.
Afro Luffy.
In,
Oh, that was tight, actually.
in theory, absolute zero
pulled that
Kelvin
off.
is supposed to be like when time stops. So like if Aokiji can get so cold to the point where he like freezes time, he could be one.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
I was gonna say Wanzi. What was it? I don't even remember the guy's name.
Pansy.
What was his
What
name?
were we talking about?
He goes. I love all the One Piece artists except Long Ring Long Land. I don't know what Oda was doing with that and writing that.
He's like, let's see if they'll
that's
like an arc
funny,
even if I
dude.
make it trash. I'm just
He's
kidding.
just testing the
Let's
waters.
see how ride or die my fans are.
Yeah. They're like, okay, they're legit. They didn't like it. I'm just kidding.
But I would say Ennie's Lobby is definitely my favorite, and then Post Ennie's Lobby is very close.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah.
not even
Close
sure if
second.
I could pick. I'm not even sure if I could pick.
Between Water 7 and Ennie's Lobby?
I don't know. I don't know anything actually. I loved watching that Lucci fight.
Oh shoot.
That's some of the most hype stuff.
Yeah, I'm dealing with the same thing now, Cody. This whole thing's falling.
Dandy.
Long Ring Long Land's the best.
So SM7B is a little too heavy.
There were some
Oh,
cool
man.
things I liked. One of the things that stands out for me, if you tell me Long Ring Long Land and an image pops into my mind, it's an image of Robin holding Chopper's hand.
Oh, when they're at the
yeah.
concession stands?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's so
that
That's
was
when
cute.
they both
dummy
got
cute,
traded
bro.
over, right?
That's too cute.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Too
That was
cute,
so
bro.
cute.
My
That's
heart.
too cute.
Tugging on my heartstrings.
My heart, man.
Dude, imagine if Foxy was on the Straw Hat Crew. That'd have been horrible.
No, dude, imagine him and
Oh, yeah.
Frankie together.
Oh man, that's too much.
It's too much.
Can you imagine that's the next crew member? And it's like, oh, Oda, what?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing? All right, let's move
Foxy
on. Next
Straw
question.
Wait, Cody, what did you give your
Yeah,
rating?
Ennie's Lobby.
Number 1?
Yeah.
I love it in his lobby.
All right, next question. What arc in the saga was your favorite? Long Ring. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, we just read that. My bad. All right, so this specific at Skip Trejo 6270 on YouTube. Now that you've reached Ennie's Lobby, what are your current opinions about One Piece? Okay, so this is like where we're at in the YouTube uploads. So,
Yeah.
all right. Shoot. One of you guys want to go first on that one? So imagine,
One
think back
thing-
where we got to Ennie's Lobby, right? Like right when the Puffing Tom popped off.
Well, what I will say is, like, character development in the show is off the charts.
Off the charts.
This is probably some of the best character development.
And
I've seen.
and then
off the
like
charts.
Oda has such a great way of taking like a small like segment of episodes and making you and creating emotions about characters that you normally probably wouldn't get with a lot of other animes. Like with Tom.
100%.
That was very short. That was like what, just a couple episodes?
2, 3.
And then it really like brought up Frankie's character at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah, the fact that there was not only the one character development throughout the whole, like, arcs of everything, there was multiple. With Robin, I would say even with Robin, Usopp, Frankie, Iceberg.
Even Kokoro as a character.
Her kind of involvement with Tom
with
and
Tom
stuff.
and all and Frankie and Iceberg and all them.
You
That's
figure
true.
because of what happened so long ago, she became an alky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's true.
But in any case.
What about you, Zach?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
No, I mean, I would say if my current opinions going back from Ennie's Lobby, like getting right off Puffing Tom, the one opinion, I think I mentioned this after Puffing Tom, I love One Piece. I think sometimes there's a little bit too much focus on some of the fights that I don't really care much about. Like remember that? You remember that?
Wanzi.
Like Wanzi, or even like there
However you say
were
his
some
name.
cool parts, but it's like I just kind of want to like get there a little bit faster. Like they build a lot of stuff up. Remember that one guy that was Zoro over on the train?
Yeah, she's
Nero.
She's
No,
drinking her pain.
T-Bone.
T-Bone, and bro was like
Oh,
one hit
Dude,
instantly.
dude
And I
got
understand like
blasted.
a lot of people say that it's because it's a pacing issue with One Piece because they're trying to like stay behind the manga and stuff. But even at Water 7, I'm sorry, in Ennie's Lobby, that whole like 3-headed guy,
Oh, the little adjudicator guy?
Yeah.
Type, whatever?
pointless.
Oh.
In my opinion, like
Oh, wasn't it?
pointless.
Well,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
it wasn't 3-headed. They're just sharing a shirt.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I'll be the
Sharing
hater.
a shirt.
I'll be the hater for that.
Couple
I
shirt
love
shares.
everything else about One Piece. I just think that One Piece, it almost feels like there's no filler in One Piece, but the filler's like a part of the story, a little too much. in a sense.
There's pacing. It has some pacing issues at times, but
Yeah.
overall,
Oh, I mean, as a whole, I still love One Piece.
Overall, for One Piece,
Love
I'm
it.
freaking enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The character development. If we focused on just the main crew, and we didn't have a Wanzi or a Wapol, but otherwise everything else is great.
To be honest,
I
bro, I don't hate Wapol.
I like Wapol more than Wanzi.
I actually don't hate him.
I like the arc because it showed us probably some of the best Rumble Ball action
Yeah.
with Chopper, with Wapol.
But overall, like, I'd say I love the show.
Oh, me too, 100%.
Yeah.
But also like, I forgot what I was to say. But I really liked because somebody just said that. They're like, let's not forget the MVP of the arcs, Jimmy and Gombe.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gombe.
Gombe was awesome.
I actually really like Gombe.
I really like those two.
When I can see
Jimmy
Gombe
and Gombe,
fight,
they're
then
all-
I'll be satisfied. That'll make it to number 1.
Yeah.
that's funny, dude.
There's this one part in one of the videos on the Patreon where Garp blows through the wall and everybody's like all blown away. And I was like, dang, dude, freaking even Gombe should.
Oh yeah,
That's when you know it's bad.
yeah.
But
What about you guys?
Gombe
You
is
guys answer
awesome.
the question?
about whether I love it?
I mean, what do you imagine
thoughts?
after they got off Puffing Tom at Eddie's lobby? What were your current thoughts? If
I'm
you,
gonna-
if you could go back,
Oh no!
I think I'm gonna circumvent that question and talk about how I feel now, not just after Puffing Tom.
it's not the question.
It would probably be the same anyway,
I'm
though.
kidding.
But just like Brandon said, like the writing and stuff is ridiculous, dude. It's like super, super good. And I think maybe you get into One Piece thinking that, because it would be still considered a shonen, right?
This, yeah, this is a show.
I did not know that.
I didn't
Nami's
know it
voice
either,
actor
dude.
Was Gombe.
That's crazy.
Who's Gombe?
Nami's voice actor.
Are you kidding?
She's just having
She's
fun.
killing it as Gombe.
This is the way. Yeah.
Yeah, legit. So maybe you get into shonen animes for fights and stuff, and One Piece has its fair share of fights, but I think after you watch a little bit of it, you're not really in it for the fights per se, but like the characters and the writing and stuff.
I would say that I think that it's a lot like, in my opinion, a show that does the fights that aren't just the fights. It's part of the reason why something like Wanzi feels so weird, because the fights with Lucci or Luffy versus Usopp or even like Frankie, right? There's emotion behind them. It's like you're not watching for the fights, or
Yeah.
you are, but like the fights mixed in with the emotion. That's, to me, it's like that's what kind of hits it
Yeah.
on its nail.
Well,
kinda
because a fight without any like backing purpose or whatever is nothing, no matter how
Right.
good it is.
And that's why Wanzi felt so weird. It's like we don't have any like emotional thing against this like random Wanzi guy, who's it just felt like a joke. And it's like, get rid of this guy.
He was gross too.
Noodles
Oh,
out of his
yeah.
nose.
Yeah.
I wanted
Nasty.
Sanji to legit kill him.
Maybe
Hey,
maybe in the
only-
One Piece
The
they'll
only
do that.
good thing was Sanji
Sanji cooks him up.
using knives.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine
That's
if he had like a devil fruit that was like the noodle fruit, and Sanji just cooks him up?
Turns
you
him
would
into
do
a bowl of
something like
udon.
Bowl of
You
udon.
just see him walk out. He's like, I've got the noodle fruit,
Hey,
and all of a
that's-
sudden it goes to the next scene where Sanji walks through the door, with the bowl of noodles or something like that. Don't
Serves
even
it.
show the fight.
serves it up.
Oh, that'd be good.
Next question.
Yeah, but I'm loving. Overall, I'm loving One Piece.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Forgot about that.
That's the highlight of that question. So
Oh, that's okay. Question 4. Shoot, we gotta pull up. Oh, we can't pull up. Dang it. What was the best Luffy fit in these arcs, and why was it Afro Luffy?
And
That's
they're answering the question for us.
Bro, hey, the Afro Luffy was tight. If I was back in high school, I could have cosplayed that.
I really liked Luffy had with his black shorts.
Yeah, that was sick.
oh, he looked tight.
Luffy with his black shorts is
I actually
sick.
like his white tank top fit. The Galila.
Hey, post
Yeah,
it. He's like,
looks
that.
tight.
Got
Yeah.
the Galila drip.
Yeah.
Looks like about to ready to throw down on a basketball game.
It's legit. Yeah.
Luffy would be the
He'd
best.
be crazy
Oh,
basketball.
he just
player,
he'd
dude.
passing the ball, reach over, dunk it,
He'd be on the other side of the
Full
court.
court dunk. Full court dunk.
getting blocks for days,
That's
steals for days.
He's unbeatable.
He'd be goaltending big time. His most penalty or foul or whatever.
Let's read one of the chat comments right there. Adelante.
Read it out.
Favorite straw
hats.
hat.
Zorro.
I really like Luffy.
I love all of them, but Zorro's my favorite.
Zoro's awesome. Actually, it's Sanji.
I thought it would be Nami.
Are you serious? That's cool. I like that.
Robin.
Nami?
It's not Nami? Look at that
I
guy.
really like Sanji.
Who do you like better, Robin or Nami?
Robin.
Robin.
No, it's Robin.
No.
I don't know, though. Nah.
He's on before Robin. It was Nami. But, well, yeah.
That's the only one I guess you had to
Yeah, I
choose.
guess.
That was the mouse.
Yeah, that's my... I don't know.
Nothing changed, right?
Afro Luffy was hilarious, so.
No, yeah. After Luffy was awesome. Actual MVP is Soga King.
Soga King
No,
was
not-
tight.
Yeah.
He has
Best
some
straw hat.
Legitimately,
Hey, he had some
legitimately,
sick
was,
shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
And they wouldn't have got... Man,
I'm going to miss Soga King.
we probably...
Sucks he's not part of the crew anymore.
Maybe
Soga
we-
King declared war on the world government, bro.
Soga King has a bounty.
Shot through the flag.
Well, maybe Usopp can kind of still, like, afford to be out in the open because he was wearing a mask. But
Yeah.
there is one dead giveaway, though. So.
I hope they give... yeah. I hope they give us a scene of Usopp finding out that the bounty is for Soga King and not him. I really want to see that.
Have they haven't seen their posters?
They have... Usopp wasn't there, though.
Oh, yeah.
So I really want to see that with
Nami's
Usopp.
wanted poster is
Peak.
S tier.
Bro,
S tier.
her dude, the dude from Kokoyashi Village blew it up all big on his wall.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why'd they do this? Like, why'd you blow it up?
He blew it up pretty big. Like,
He wants to see all the details.
my favorite character is probably Zoro and Luffy.
It's Sanji and Luffy to me.
I love
I like
I
real
love
Sanji.
Sanji too.
Sanji's like a spy.
If
When
you had
he
to
goes
shoot the
into-
straw hat without it being Luffy, because I think Luffy would be my first two.
Sanji just disappears and then shows up at the parts that are very
Pivotal.
important. Yeah.
The only
He
thing
he
about
gets all the
Sanji's a
clutch
simp.
moments.
He literally.
He's the king of simps.
Yeah. The king of clutch and the king of simps.
You got the king of pirates, and he got the king of simps. Sanji's the king of simps.
Is it
But I
after
still love him.
But I still love him.
this arc? Luffy's probably my favorite straw hat. After this arc, though, Usopp's up there for me, kind of. He's grown on me a
He's
lot.
definitely grown. He's definitely grown.
Like, he might be... Yeah, Usopp might be one of my favorites now, truthfully.
He's definitely grown from where he was.
Yeah, he's definitely worked his way up. And it wasn't saying that Usopp was bad either
No.
as a character.
I mean,
it's
it's
more
just...
like the comedic relief, I guess, what you would say. But he's
I've
he's
seen him,
definitely
like, do stuff on his own throughout this whole arc, and then, like, the conversations he had multiple times with Frankie, both as Usopp and
Like,
as
that was
Soga
such
King.
a
Like,
character. That point right there was also just a big character development for Frankie for me. When
oh,
he's talking to Usopp.
yeah. I hope we get more of that.
Hey, that's
I hope we
all
get more of that with other people like Sanji and and Zoro too.
Any other kind of... You want to throw in maybe a chat, like, in between every so
Yeah.
often?
Yeah, we can do that.
This says we can do wacky if you want to. This is. It's not really a question, but did you ever think the world government would be this messed up?
Heck yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a bad thing.
I was expecting
The world
a world
government.
government is always going to be a bad thing, whether it's in a show or if it's in real life. So
That is, if I had to say, that is one thing that the live action does not do a good job at. They don't show that the world government's as bad as it is. They only have that first episode with what Hammer, the Hammer guy, forgot his name.
Axe Morgan.
Helm
Axe-
Hammer.
Axe Morgan, yeah, Axe
Axe-
Morgan.
Helm
And then-
Hammer.
Helm Hammerhead.
After that, you kind of only have the moments that with Kobe and Helmeppo and Garp, but then Garp lets Luffy go at the end, so it's like you don't really feel it. That's kind of the whole interaction there. I feel like the anime definitely has a better idea of like showing the world government as being evil, in my mind. So
Sanji's wanted poster is
Bro, when
Perfect.
they look back at it on Baratier and they all start busting it up,
dude, that killed me.
that was hecka funny.
That killed me. The whole crew was just
Zeph
dying
goes, like,
laughing.
slapping the table.
Zeph goes, this is his wanted poster. And they all just start laughing.
Oh, that was so funny.
We just watched that last night, and I was crying, dude.
Sanji's aura just freaking took a freaking nosedive on the global scale.
Hammerhand Morgan is 4 kids, one piece.
Hammerhand Morgan. Yeah, legit.
Can't be an axe.
Hammerhand Morgan.
That's funny.
That's good. Was there?
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Something was redacted.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh.
What did you guys think it was gonna be this messed up?
There are some pretty heinous people in the Marines. In Spandom was
Hey, Spandom was bad.
despicable, and bro is never gonna walk again. That dude who
If he's alive.
if he's alive.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
No, when you said if he's alive.
Oh yeah,
That was wild.
dude, Robin snapping.
his
Just
spine.
straight snapped his spine.
That was nasty.
Completely.
Like X-ray bone and everything.
Because
like,
remember, we got people here who haven't seen this far yet on our reactions too.
Oh,
You
man.
do?
You're going to be.
Well, I mean, YouTube hasn't gotten to the Spandom snapping.
Oh, I think people who are watching with us, like episodically.
The
Spandom
Spandom snapping.
Bro, we thought that I thought,
you got, our reaction there is pretty wild. It's
I
crazy.
thought Robin was gonna let him go. She was like letting go of his head, and then I was like, oh, she's gonna take the high road.
She's like, nope.
bro, snaps his spine in half. That was insane. But then that other guy, he killed all those people at O'Hara, the civilian ship, the evacuation, killed them all. That was crazy. That was bad.
Dude's a terrorist.
Yeah, that was a bit of a menace.
He's,
Well, more
he's
than
a
a
straight
menace.
terrorist, man. State-sponsored terrorism.
There are bad people in.
in the Marines.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But
do you think that probably some of them are just like brainwashed a little bit to believe that like they're doing what's
Well,
good?
of course.
Well,
I'm
we'll
sure.
get-
You think like, oh, pirates.
Well, Saul-
Pirates
Saul-
are bad.
Well, Saul probably thought the same thing, and then he met Robin's mom, and he
Yeah.
dipped.
Well, and also until they found out that they were gonna do the. He dipped once they found out about the Buster call. I thought.
Maybe that too, but even then though, like that's bad.
Yeah. Cause remember, like it
The
was
ability
like
to just annihilate an island.
that's he was the whole thing was like we're gonna tell you to go and bring your ship there to do the. I thought it was for the Buster call, and he was like no. And then he washed up on the island, and he's like, "Oh man, what kind of twisted fate is this that I ended up on this island?"
Yeah.
Will of D.
Well, yeah,
Wacky said bro was beating a locked-up woman the whole arc. It's
Legit.
facts.
yeah, legit.
So I felt no remorse for that
Yeah.
POS.
For real.
Yeah.
No remorse.
Yeah, he
He was-
definitely
he
got
was
what
pretty
he
bad.
deserved.
Kicking her down, the stairs, and
Dude, yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
Calling her like heinous
gym is
names
this?
and
I have no idea.
Copyright jam.
hope not.
I'm gonna change it.
We'll talk over it.
pretty chill.
Talk over it. No. What were we saying?
What were we saying?
Oh, when they first bring Robin into the place where CP9 is like having their little meeting, and then Spandom like punches her and like knocks her down. I was like, whoa, dude, this guy's bad.
And he started kicking her too.
Yeah, I was like, dang, this is bad. Yeah, that was big bad.
One of the comments, the chat says, "What do you guys think of
Just shuffle the-
Aokiji as of now? Is he a
I
good
know.
or bad guy in your eyes?
He's a. I would say he's
What do you call it? Like chaotic good?
chaotic good.
Chaotic
yeah,
good.
that's where I was going.
Like he. What would you? Chaotic good. How would I even explain that?
What
just like I just
I
did.
keep forgetting.
Chaotic
what
Yeah,
I will
like-
say is he knows the difference between right
That's
and
what
wrong.
I'm trying to say. The difference between the difference between right and
But
wrong.
he still tries to uphold his duties as an admiral. But he does know the difference between right and
right
wrong.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
that does not make him a bad guy.
I mean,
You know how many chances?
chaotic-
You know how many chances he had to freaking body Robin?
that's true. Well, I think that comes down to like his
All
chaotic.
of them?
His chaotic good though, because like he did that out of. He did say like Saul was his friend, so he did that kind of out of obligation to
Yeah.
Saul. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna be a good guy. He could be. It could be like not quite as bad as Lucci in the sense like he just wants to fight people, and like or that he's kind of holds to whatever the government tells him to do, but he has some sense of like. That's why I don't. Maybe he's chaotic neutral. I might consider more chaotic neutral.
I was gonna say that without knowing what that
Chaotic
means exactly.
neutral. That is so much better to say.
I
Yeah.
just said it.
I would say chaotic neutral because I don't know if he's good or bad. I think he's just like he's towing the line, or maybe he's lawful neutral. Wait, no, does that work? I don't know.
Oh shoot.
What?
So
Don't read them all right away. Just gets there. Spoilers.
no, they're not. But
Okay.
the idea of it from
Go ahead and read it.
And Yule. You already know that there are 3 admirals below the Admiral Fleet Sengoku. Do you think Aokiji is the weakest of the other 2? That's why he was introduced first. And what powers do you think they have?
I don't necessarily think he's weaker
I
just
don't think
because he
he's
was
weaker.
introduced first.
Yeah, but the other ones are probably problems too.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about it, that's crazy.
I guess time will tell.
Time will tell.
Be cool.
I really enjoy seeing powers when it's not just devil fruit, like just pure kind of strength. It's pretty crazy.
I
Like
do like that too.
as of right now, like the way Garp is kind of is, we don't know if he
Yeah.
has a devil fruit power
Or
or
like
anything like that.
Even
Zoro.
Shanks, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Mihawk,
Zoro.
Zoro,
Whitebeard.
guys
Seeing them,
like
seeing
that.
them all like that is also just such a cool thing to me. So I hope I bet they're probably really, really strong.
Should we get to the next question?
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Yeah, I was trying to.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah, it
Unless
was
you
pretty
want us
sad
to hit
seeing.
another
I was gonna pull up some of our covers to play,
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
but I gotta get over to the computer.
I agree with Dandy though, saying having a hard time with how little remorse or empathy he had for a little girl losing her home. Yeah, that was
Even
pretty
his
sad.
dad seemed like he had a little bit more like empathy, but.
It was yeah.
All right, next question. I think this is one of our patrons. I'm pretty sure. Axurian?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Did you guys ever think... What was that?
Oh, I just sent you a track. This is the longer.
Also, just a quick
longer
thing.
thing.
What,
Hold on.
I love the Sunny. It's awesome.
Oh, the Sunny's great. That might be a question, though.
Yeah, it's right there.
Did you guys ever think when starting the series that you would get emotional over an inanimate object? No.
Oh,
And is
heck
that kind
no.
of just a regards
not,
to Mary?
Not
Yeah.
until you find
Or
out.
the cursed sword. Zoro's sword that got destroyed.
That was sad.
It wasn't
It
the
wasn't the
cursed
cursed
one,
one, it wasn't the
but
cursed
still
one.
one of them that got destroyed. Sorry. Continue.
Not until you find out about the Cloboterman. Is that the right word?
The ship
We will
fairy,
never know.
Did I say that right?
The Clobberman.
I think it's a Cloboterman, right?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Can't remember.
Yeah, Clip Outerman, I think that's about right.
Then you're like, dude. Yeah, now freaking it's pretty sad about everything with the Mary. And that was a whole thing too. That was a pretty big thing because we were wondering about what that little spirit that Usopp saw like 100 episodes ago. It took forever for us to find out what that was. But yeah, that one was pretty wild. But I did not expect myself to be attached to
Not
the
like
ship.
that.
Not like that.
To the point that we were all sitting in tears as watching it. I was not expecting that one bit. Like,
Yeah.
heck no. But definitely made it worth it, man. I mean, not that the Mary died, but we don't even know if the Mary died. Maybe the Cloboterman switched over to the Sunny now.
Or it'll develop its own spirit.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, I hope that still happens. Still funny that Zoro's sword gets destroyed by a Navy
The
NPC.
dude with the rust fruit.
An NPC.
Navy.
Hey, legit, huh?
It's like, who the freak is this guy? Just destroyed
Hey,
Zoro's
but that
sword.
rust fruit was. It seemed like it could be dangerous.
Yeah, it
That's
could
scary.
be. Touch you with it. He'd give you like ultimate tetanus. It's like
ultimate
that's
tetanus.
that's his technique name. You know, everybody calls out their name.
Ultimate tetanus.
NPC
You
just
just die
rolls up and
instantly.
ruins the day.
You guys
Tetanus
like-
cannon.
Have you guys heard? It's the Harley Quinn show that's out, and Harley Quinn. There's like two guys. Harley Quinn picks up a gun, and, like shoots a guy. Like, what'd you just shoot me
He
with?
gives him
The
cancer.
cancer ray. He's like, man, I gotta go home with my kids.
Oh no!
Harley Quinn, you
ray.
gave me cancer.
That was funny. Well, so in the dark way.
In a very dark way.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
man.
sneak peek. This is the next cover we're doing. This is the Vinland Saga opening in the background.
Yeah, for the live stream guys out there.
Next thing to do for that is actually film it. We're done with it.
And keep it going. All right, we on for the next question.
Yeah.
Everyone got their thoughts out on the Mary.
Do you have anything to say about the Mary?
Oh man, parting with it was tough. And it's funny because
The
you don't
funeral was
you don't
brutal.
get two, you get multiple partations with the first time you get it with when he's talking to when Kaku throws it off. That was sad as freak.
Yeah.
And then you get the funeral. Both parts were sad, but
What'd
the
you
funeral
guys-
was super
I don't know
sad.
if we have this question. or
First
whatever.
character death in One Piece.
What'd you guys think about the Mary showing up at the very end to save him?
I loved it.
I thought it was gonna be Laboon. But dude, the Mary,
I knew it. I think. Well, okay. So I saw someone in the comments say something like, "Vivi was the first person to hear the Mary." Do you guys remember that at all?
What?
Nuh-uh.
Say that again.
Someone said in the comments of, I think that spot that Vivi back in Alabasta heard the Mary. You guys remember that at all?
Mm-mm.
All right. I'm kind of curious about that. I want if you guys know, let me know what episode because I want to go back and watch it. It's gonna be sad, dude, for people going back though. Like even let's say they go back to Usopp's like island without the Mary, or even Vivi like it's not seeing the Mary anymore. It's gonna be sad.
Yeah, it really was sad, but I think they paid the respect to it. You know, the send off. What Frankie said about the Thousand Sunny kind of inheriting the legacy of the Mary. So those things felt pretty good.
And remember, anybody who's just joining, we're our past where YouTube's at right now.
Tell them.
I did.
We're finished with the arc.
Our Patreon, I believe, is maybe 2 episodes, where like 2 or 3 uploads behind being
I can check.
before being done with the
With the
Water 7 and his
Yeah.
lobby post and his lobby arc.
so the Patreon's always open if you want to kind of just jump ahead, but this live stream is kind of just like a VIP thing. If you happen to join in, if you happen to join in, super cool. But you won't. This will probably just be re-uploaded later.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
When YouTube finally catches up.
Yeah, but we are up to 325. So yeah, and then we have no idea what comes after this at all.
Correctamundo.
Let me get another song you're playing, guys. I'm just playing all of the covers we've done. Which, if you want to see those like videos, they're on our YouTube
Yeah, go
or
check
on
it
our
out.
Patreon. The little behind
Also,
the
you
scenes
patrons
stuff
who
for
might
that.
be in here, we got to get started on
The
your
next one.
suggestion. So if you guys got your favorite openings, let us know.
Have a little bit of fun. All right, on to the next question. Whoops, that's not the questions.
Oh, now you can see Zach's library.
This is old, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
as a demo.
I'm gonna skip this because this is weird.
Zach's hating on it.
Heck yeah, I am.
Sneak
I think it was a
peeks.
home demo.
Sneak peeks.
Whoops. All right. At Barb. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. At Barbar Alley. Barbar Alley. 9470.
Barbosa.
This is a YouTube question. Now that you've seen each of the characters' new powers and/or abilities, which new upgrade was your favorite?
Sanji's.
Of the crew?
Oh,
Who's, like-
Sanji's, 100%.
Sanji's.
That freaking devil's foot.
If we don't take into account Luffy, because Gear 2 slaps.
But
not
know-
including Luffy.
But you know
Maybe
he's going to get one. Sanji hasn't had anything until now.
It's true.
So
That was so
that
sick,
was
dude.
awesome. So that was definitely my favorite.
I agree
Just
with
the
you.
shot of him, he's like this, and he's doing that like front.
Yeah.
kick. Looks so
Yeah,
bad, dude.
Yeah.
And then my favorite track is playing in the background, dude. Like
It was sick.
so bad. Yeah, that was awesome.
Everyone else, I love. I hope
think they're still
Usopp
holding.
keeps his staff. I hope that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, dude, Chopper too. Holy crap! I
Monster
don't know.
Chopper.
Hey, that like elk-ish
That
kind of
bugle, freaking. I think that's
like-
is that what they call it? Bugle horn or something. That's the sound.
Yeah.
That it makes.
is frightening.
Whatever.
No, it's that little whistle sound.
Oh, yeah, the elk sounding.
Yeah, but
yeah.
seeing Chopper just go, just throw freak.
That was so funny.
What's his name? Throwing, dude.
He just
that
yeeted
was-
him.
That was crazy. It actually sent straight chills to my body. It was kind of scary.
Yeah, Chopper.
It was actually pretty creepy.
In order to beat the monsters,
Sorry,
he,
guys.
Oh,
he had to become a monster.
In order to beat the monster. That was
deep.
by far though. Did you guys
philosophical?
You guys watched
In
the,
order to beat a monster, you became the monster.
I stole that from probably a comment I saw.
you guys watched the opening afterwards, right?
Class.
No, actually,
You never watched the opening?
I don't think I did.
Shoot. In the opening, there's like 1 second, maybe even less than that, of like that elk like chopper upgrade like come into frame on the opening. It's like super spoiler heavy. if
Oh,
we hadn't watched
shoot.
it yet.
Shoot, man, even Bleach has
Kumadori, that's his name.
some. Kumadori, there it is. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and there's another part to the question.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, 6.1. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys.
And who do you hope gets more improvements in the future? Zoro. I haven't really
Zoro.
seen. Did Zoro have a huge upgrade this arc, or show off a crazy power?
He showed off some like cool techniques, but nothing like on the level like Sanji's improvement.
Or yeah, like a real kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
exemplary.
For
technique.
me, Usopp. That dude needs to do something.
You don't
He
like
got some upgrades with his staff, and
I know, but
I don't know. Maybe you can't expect too much.
I
I want
want
to see something.
But his
Like
fight,
put-
his
like
fight
put-
with Luffy was good.
Do like a little nuke shot or something.
Usopp and Nami. They need to feed.
That'd be tight.
That'd be bad, bro.
They need to feed their staffs some devil fruits.
That would be insane.
Imagine
That's a whole other thing.
that'd be cool.
That's a freaking whole other thing, man.
Zach, you want to turn up the music a little more? I listened to
Vega
it. It was
Punk.
a little. It was a little. Dang.
Zoom.
There's one. It's a little low.
Zoro lost his sword, so he got downgraded.
Dude, heck yeah. I was going to say that when you were talking about Zoro. Like the fact that Zoro didn't even get an upgrade, he lost a sword.
Oh yeah.
That is true. He did. Man.
And
Yeah.
what?
Well, granted, his final move was pretty sick. Remember, we did think that was something to do with the
Yeah.
Ori or
Oh
what?
yeah, that's
right
right.
there.
That's right.
This
Path
is
of
the
Asura.
786.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Did we
That's
think
when he was fighting Kaku.
Did we think that was kind of a
I think we thought that was like a cursed energy coming from like
we
the.
did? But I was gonna say, does it kind of allude to the whole thing that we learned in 323? No. The whole thing right after Endy's lobby ended with Whitebeard and Shanks. Remember the hockey
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's got to be
hockey.
that.
that Zoro
It's
had
got to
some
be
hockey.
that.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right.
That
we did
really
learn
must
that.
have been what it was.
So that might be that Zoro had some hockey coming in possibly.
cool.
Chopper's monster point was awesome.
Agreed.
100%.
It was scary.
What is
Zoro is so strong
What
he had
is
to
what?
be handicapped.
I don't know.
What?
Dropped frames.
You have a drop
that?
turn?
No, not the frames. The next to it. The
Chat rate?
The 3927. And the kilobits is like, I don't know if that's a Wi-Fi signal or not,
Oh,
but it was like red for a second.
okay. Well,
Hopefully it's okay. See?
I probably should have done a.
But it also says excellent, like up in the green. So I
okay,
don't know.
so maybe
what
it's
that
something
means.
different. I don't know.
I probably should
I
have
don't,
done
that might be computer statistics.
I should have done a signal check beforehand, but I think we're fine. Okay. So we'll take one more question from the chat. Sorry, Zoro was saved by Usopp. Zoro stocks dropping.
Oh no.
You guys want to read that from the chat? Who dat for life, kids? Chris.
Here's a good question for each of you guys. After witnessing the heinous actions of the Marines, what is your thoughts on justice? Is it straight right and wrong, or is there more nuisance?
I don't think
Zach.
they really have.
I gotta move that one, man.
I don't think they really have a good handle on justice to begin with.
Which
There's-
is crazy
there's
because the
so
back
many-
of their uniforms of the captains and stuff says justice.
Like, for instance, with the Buster call, they were literally firing on their own captains just to kill the crew.
That's very much like a lawful evil kind of thing. If you had to say it, like
But
they're
it's
just
like-
taking orders and that's it.
It's indiscriminate.
Exactly. So I don't think they really have a good grasp on what justice is.
Maybe, and it seems almost like it's this radical idea of what justice is, you know? Because if you're a pirate, like, then all bets are off, you know?
That really makes me wonder
Stop you at all costs.
what
type
it's gonna
thing.
be like.
But that's
with,
only some.
we've got, but with Garp, and Kobe and Helmeppo. Like, are they gonna have a twisted? Like, are they? Again, the live action. The live action I said earlier does a bad job at showing the Marines as being evil, but it did a good job of showing Kobe wanting to change it. Right? Like, wasn't that the idea about Kobe?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of curious where they're gonna go with that in the anime.
Admiral Kobe, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Kobe walks up. He's got some hockey or like coming off him.
He did shave. That was wild. Our mod Kamva dropped a question in the Discord here. We can get to him here.
You get far and few between Marines who are true justice, I guess. Because Aokiji is one of them.
Aokiji.
Kind of.
Smoker seems like a good guy.
Like these genuine good people.
He won't turn his back from like carrying out his duty as a captain, you know, against like the Straw Hats and stuff. But remember when Zoro saved him, and he, you know, appreciated that.
Yeah, he did. So as for right and wrong, what do you think?
I think it depends on the individual, but overall, I think at the top level, it's bad. Like what the four elders do and what they pass down to like the subordinates, I guess. I think the overall vision isn't good. Also because of they're trying to erase the idea of whatever happened in that blank century. And if you go looking for it, we'll kill you. We'll destroy your whole island. Buster call, everything. We don't care if you're a man, woman, child. Like there's no possibility that we can let whatever information that is there be revealed.
Yep. They don't care how many lives it costs.
So whatever that secret is worth everything to them.
I like that. Super Sky's fun fact. It says next saga has no arcs. It's the only saga in this series to not have arcs.
Huh.
Really?
That's pretty crazy.
Interesante.
Which is interesting. I don't. Okay. Because even Water 7 didn't really feel like it had. Like, it felt pretty overarching. I understand, like, Water 7 and his lobby. But so it's going to be even more, like, smooth flowing throughout the whole thing.
It seems like maybe that'll be.
Nice. It kind of feels like not a spoiler necessarily, but, like, I don't know.
Not a spoiler.
Not a spoiler, but, like, big info going forward. So I don't know.
Canva had
she added it to the doc.
So does
Dandy
is it update, like, live like that? I'm not a freaking
Google Doc. Yeah,
Google Docs. Yeah,
that's cool.
Because she's sharing access.
I don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
You can literally see her type it out.
Oh, no way!
In real time.
That's awesome.
So it should be there. If it's not there, we'll double check, but it should be there.
Shout out to the mods: Lone Wolf, Dandy Zombie, Canva. Those are the people that are really helping us behind the scenes and get everything set up, and they do a lot for us.
They helped make sure that we did a live stream little check and. That worked out well, so shout out to those guys.
The 5 elders. Did I say that? 3? I might have said something wrong. The 5 elders.
For what?
No, okay.
Oh, okay. Next question. Cody, did you answer who you thought had the best upgrade, or who you want to get upgrades?
Sanji.
Okay, you want okay. Wait,
what? Say that again. Maybe I
who do you hope gets the more improvements?
Who do I hope gets more improvements?
Yeah.
Probably Usopp.
I'm telling you, get that nuke shot.
Yeah, it is probably Usopp.
I kind of want it for Nami.
I wonder what
Frankie
Frankie could help Usopp
They're
make.
the two weakest in the group.
Usopp and Nami.
That's actually pretty. That's a good thought.
You mean like Frankie and Usopp coming together and creating
teaming
something?
up and creating some nasty.
Oh, we got a
weapons.
little thing about Frankie when he was like on that ghost ship, wasn't he?
Ooh, that was a little thing. Davy Jones.
After he got hit by the puffing Tom,
he got on the ghost ship,
and then it was like a ghost ship, and that's where he kind of like fixed himself.
We don't know if he fixed himself there, but
actually.
But I thought they later on
something happened.
Something happened.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
Blackbeard mentioned something about that. I thought.
I think he was dying. He was just on. He was on the Flying Dutchman.
Or maybe in the middle of passing through or something.
Didn't they mention like 2 episodes later?
Maybe Frankie's really dead.
I swear they mentioned 2 episodes later about about random ships coming. Oh, because they have to go through the Bermuda Triangle.
Bait.
And
The
they're talking about the
equivalent,
trips.
the
Yeah.
equivalent of it. Yeah.
They're talking about the trips, like ships come out of it with no crew.
There's like hundreds of ships a year that go like missing or something.
So I think I probably could be part of it. I don't know. Oh, cool. I like knowing this. The word zoan comes from the Greek word, I can't pronounce that. Pronounce this. Oh, zoan. That means animal, and Paramythia means fairy tales. Ooh.
That's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
And I just love how Oda has integrated all this type of stuff, man. Like, I mean, we got into a huge theory thing at the end of Skypiea about the Pluton and the Poseidon thing, and I'm pretty sure all that was completely wrong. But like,
Dude, it still could change. I very much want to do like a recap video if we can, because I want to know some things that, like, I feel like we're missing a whole bunch of stuff still. I know it's like super framey right now. Do you need to check the internet?
I mean, I asked if it looked good, and it looked fine.
Okay then.
How does it look on your guys' end? Just because I want to.
type in
We're getting some like red signal here,
Connectivity issues, yeah.
and we just want to make sure it's not looking like that on the live stream.
I mean, it says excellent, like you said up there.
Yeah.
But let us know if it's getting framey or something.
Okay.
But yeah, go and comment about that, and we'll keep going.
There's other comments in here or questions in here, but I definitely want to get to some of the other questions that tis laggy.
Dang, real bad.
It's the internet, man.
You got a Cat 5 at all? Just plugs right direct in?
Yeah,
We do.
a long one.
Can we go direct in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would that work?
that could work.
Where's the heck a long Ethernet cable?
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
All right, and we're gonna take a quick break for you guys.
We'll see if we can
Just
plug
Let's see if we
straight in.
get a
Just like
Ethernet
1
cable
minute.
into it.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
Hey everybody, sorry to interrupt your video, but now is the perfect time for a G Fuel break.
If you never heard of G Fuel, they're our favorite energy drink company. They do awesome collaborations with anime, with games. They have this incredible one-piece collector's box here.
You guys can get them in these powder tubs. You guys can get cans. You guys can get protein packs and even hydration packs. They've got over 50 flavors. All are sugar-free. They taste amazing.
Check out the link in our description and use our discount code DUANIME for 20% off. And with that, we can hop back into the video.
Shoot, I want some G Fuel right now.
All right, we're back.
It might still be a little framey, but we're gonna try some other stuff next time, guys. Again, this is our first live stream, so thanks for working with us through all the fun little.
So next time we'll have to definitely just bring the router over here, or
bring a longer Ethernet.
or get a
yeah.
longer Ethernet cable.
Um,
we have one. It's just not long enough
Yeah.
to reach over
Just
there.
let us know how. Is it like super bad to the point where
Yeah.
it doesn't fix itself, or does it kind of resolve itself kind of quick?
Should be fine. Feels like it's just staying at a low spot now, though. Maybe to go back to what it was before. It's there. Yeah. No. Thanks for the love, guys. This is our music, so we appreciate it. Go check out our band, Days Under Authority. We got a YouTube page and Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. That's like super low. I mean, I could stop it and then just rejoin.
Well, if you stop it, then we'll bring it over here. Okay.
All right. As long as we can hear you, no biggie. All right, cool. Hey, and we're recording this too as well, so when it goes up on YouTube later, it's not gonna be laggy.
Yeah.
So
And we'll know for next time.
yeah,
We'll know for next time.
we're just gonna be going then, guys.
Okay. We'll just keep going. Let us know, if anything happens or if it's just like.
And legit though, if it does get pretty bad, let us know. Like, and then we will just move it over here.
Yeah. No, I can't even see it. Go away.
All right, what's next on
Not you
the
guys.
questions?
Not you guys. Something's. There we go. All right, next question. A YouTuber. Where'd it go? Mary, do you want to read that? At Skip Trejo 6270.
All All right, so the question is, what is your opinion on the new characters introduced in these arcs?
And then part 2 of that.
Do you have any favorites? Mine is definitely Frankie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
agreed.
Easily.
Not really
Absolutely agree
Easily
with that.
Frankie.
Yeah.
I loved the way they wrote Frankie in this.
Yeah,
man.
because at first you hated him. Like, this guy's a chump. And now he's awesome.
You could not have predicted the
No.
importance of Frankie, what he was going to do. The writing on him is like really freaking good.
Over the course of the whole, like, yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, if a character gets that much character development, we just got to assume they're going to be on the crew. Like that worked out with Chopper, worked with Robin. It's going to be Frankie. Like,
Maybe so, yeah.
I guess Robin kind of got hers a little after she joined the crew. 'Cause she just kind of showed up. So
Yeah. But man, just the way they wrote Frankie was insane, dude. Like,
His whole backstory with Tom and Iceberg and everyone.
what
Heck yeah.
happened because of, Frankie's creations, the way they framed Tom, they framed him.
The way he blew that 200 mil, bro. And then he ended up using it to build him a new ship.
it's awful.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Well, the first part was awful.
But then to go
But then,
from
Sorry.
Frankie blamed himself.
Stomped out Usopp.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Kind of brush over that. Man, and Frank, they're all drinking together. He's like, hey, remember that time I just like
Remember that
totally gave
time
you
when-
that beat down?
Almost beat you to death.
Remember that time I beat you within an inch of your life?
We cool now, right?
Yeah, we're cool now, yeah.
we good, yeah?
That's funny.
Hey, I was to say, frankly.
Frankly, Frankie.
Ooh.
But yeah, dude, his writing is off the charts, man. Like,
You see that comment up there? How could you not choose Kokoro? Sanji's mermaid dream.
if I had to pick,
I like-
Gombe.
I really love Gombe.
I love Gombe. I like
Me too.
Chimney a lot too. Chimney was
I
cool.
like Chimney a lot.
I like
and
Kokoro.
honestly, she
Scary.
she
but-
helped out a lot.
Yeah, she
with,
did.
like,
She-
finding,
She drew in the arrows.
throwing
for
the
them.
arrows for them,
She
finding freaking Spandom.
She was
Robin,
discerning
and
enough to know that she had to
Gucci.
put the arrows very close to each other, so they wouldn't get lost. Yeah.
saving Luffy from drowning almost.
Yeah. Yeah. But Frankie for me, big time, dude. I mean, I could go on and on about Frankie. I mean, the fact that he stopped building things and started demolishing things because of the guilt and stuff that he carried with him for all that time for what happened to Tom. And then, and it's not some sort of clairvoyance or something to say hey, it would be cool to see Tom or Iceberg and Frankie build together again
Heck
and have a
yeah.
huge redemptive moment,
Oh, that was
because
such
there's
a
an
cool
aspect
thing.
I'm sure
You guys saw the writing on the wall there. It was like big foreshadowing for sure, but it worked out.
It was
really
so
well.
satisfying to watch, too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because there are things that Oda, One Piece is just nothing but freaking breadcrumbs a lot of the time.
Almost all of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
And there's two aspects of, hey, you're either picking up on these breadcrumbs, which is cool, and it eventually gives you a satisfaction feeling, and maybe it's not Oda's intention. You're not meant to pick up every little detail.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, got a super chat. Thank you guys. What did it say? Not to get political.
That's a big thing, though.
Can you
that was
compare-
definitely it.
Can you compare Frankie's backstory with Tom hitting him to modern day gun control?
That's
Thank you, Who Dat for life, Chris.
That's definitely a thing that comes into play. And that's been a topic though for a long time. So for Oda to touch on that, whether intentionally or unintentionally,
Modern day gun control?
likening it though to what Frankie built the ships. And Tom said it's not about you didn't build a ship as a pirate ship.
Yeah.
It's a ship. And what they go and do with it is
That's on them.
is up to them. So there's definitely those aspects of it. It's probably we're American, so that's a big thing here.
huge
So,
topic here.
May not translate from maybe even country to country or whatever, but I think there is an aspect of that. But that could be anything. It could be anything.
I didn't really put two and two together on that, to be honest.
It could be like you could do that with anything, whether it's music or anything.
Like car manufacturers, they don't make cars for people to get killed in drunk driving accidents. Like,
Or, knives. That's, without getting too much in the weeds of it, it's definitely a comparison.
Baseball
that
bats?
you can make.
Yeah.
all kinds of things.
Definitely.
But definitely, like in the sense of like Tom made the ship, not necessarily so Gold Roger would do bad things with it. I mean, it's just he made the ship, so it's like
He wanted to make a good ship that could withstand all the seas of the world.
It was his passion for building
Yeah.
and creating things, and Tom did it out of what he did with the Sea Train.
And the thing
Yeah.
I
He
love,
did that to help people.
and the thing I love about Tom, no matter what that ship was used for, he claims that ship. I bought that ship. I'm proud of it.
And he was never ashamed.
And he was never
for
ashamed of
Tom.
it.
And I think passing that on to Frankie too, because Frankie was ashamed, and he carried that for a long time. And when Iceberg finally told him, like, it's time to forgive yourself, like that was a huge moment for Frankie. And I think one big thing too is Tom built the Oro Jackson for the King of the Pirates. And Frankie took on the legacy of Tom and built the Thousand Sunny for the
future King of the Pirates.
future King of the Pirates. That's crazy. So to carry on Tom's legacy like that, and for Frankie to get his redemption and everything, and I mean the writing is off the charts for Frankie.
Yeah.
Man. So that's why he's my favorite, of this arc.
But a big shout out to Who Dat for Life, Chris. Thank you for the $5
absolutely.
super chat. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it a lot.
Good question too.
Yeah. You can get that. You can write a whole freaking essay on that.
Shoot, there's probably someone out there who does that.
I'm sure.
There's a couple questions in the chat here. We can go to real quick too. Let's see. Okay. Who do you guys want to see back from past arcs if they ever came back in the future?
Shoot. Hey, I got hyped when I saw Zeph again, dude. I got hyped when I saw Zeph.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Zeph.
Same.
I was kind of sad. We didn't see Vivi at all. We did see
We
Vivi.
did.
We saw
Okay,
Vivi.
No, I want
like
to see
that.
Dalton.
Hey, Dalton.
We saw Dalton.
We saw Dalton.
Dalton's cool.
I know, but I want to see him
as a
come
returning
back.
character.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Dalton's
Dalton's
tight.
tight.
Well, dude, if there is definitely something having to do, if there's eventually something with a war between maybe the government,
Kingdoms and things.
yeah, that might lead up to it at some point. So
Because then you're going to have maybe rulers of their nations hey, we're going to have to figure out what sides we're going to choose here. That's Dalton. That's Cobra.
Yep. I mean, Vivi almost. She's kind of
Vivi,
ruling a little bit. It'd be a huge thing with
it
that.
might completely go down into the other jurisdictions or other islands even.
Yeah. There's a huge. I mean, there's so much that could happen. That
If you're harboring pirates, you are directly going against the world government
yeah.
type thing.
Yep.
Who knows?
Cool. Let's see. What are some breadcrumbs that you guys? What does that say? What are the breadcrumbs that you should like to be having in the story in the future? Having? I don't know if I read that right. I mean, the breadcrumbs for me are just basically the admirals. I wonder who's at top. Who's at the very top? If there's one guy over the very top.
5 elders.
Yeah, so I guess the admirals, the 5 elders, the 7 warlords, the blank century.
Sorry. So it's
No, I'm just saying in general. Those are the breadcrumbs.
I see.
The emperors.
Because where's Sengoku? Sengoku's at the very, very top of the military, and then it's the 5 elders?
I think.
Okay.
They're probably chumps. I'm just being honest.
Sengoku, 3 admirals, vice admirals, and then above him is Sengoku. And then
Yeah,
the 5.
it's so funny how how much we were talking about ancients when we talked about was it? I think it was right after the Robin episode.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum-ba-ba-da-bum-ba-bum.
There you go. I think we were looking at the this is older stuff, but we were looking at
Weaving.
I don't know.
So I said, where are the breadcrumbs that you should like to be weaving in the story?
Oh, woven.
Woven.
Like woven into
Woven.
the story, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, like I said, the Admirals, the Blank Century for me.
Blank Century's a huge one, I think.
Like this is one of the first arcs, so we didn't really focus on the. I guess we kind of did.
Warning. Does that mean anything?
Let's see. Yeah, let's keep talking.
Check
what
check
was the
two.
question? Oh yeah, so the breadcrumbs, definitely the Blank Century. Really curious about Devil Fruit stuff. Anything from you guys?
I guess more what Dragon is doing.
That's a big thing too.
I think that's probably what I want
Him
to see
in the
more of.
Revolutionary Army.
I
Or
bet you it's for music.
No, it's not. It's the bit rate.
Oh, it's not. It is.
Yeah. It's lower than recommended, they said.
Okay. All right. Well. Freak! I forgot about these songs, bro.
It's one of my favorites, honestly.
Um.
All right, we're gonna go back to our questions, and then we'll hit the chat here afterwards. What's this?
Probably gonna keep this next to me. I'm on my I'm not on the Wi-Fi here, but I'm just gonna have it next to me just to
Everybody's
kind of look.
disconnected right from the Wi-Fi and stuff.
I mean,
Well, Zach has to be connected.
yeah.
Well, that's fine. But I mean, if we don't have to, then might help. I don't know.
I know. All right. This is the way 786, which I think I saw you in the chat earlier. Thanks for the question earlier on. Did anything in particular pique your interest about the meeting between Whitebeard and Shanks? And then part 2 of that, what did you think of Whitebeard? Cool character or nah?
I think he's a very cool character.
Whitebird.
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 We're going back to Skypea.
I will say, dude, the Whitebeard Shanks interaction is the first interaction that got me really curious about the
Hockey?
power levels,
Hockey and
the
stuff?
power levels of people.
The power levels, yeah.
Because it really sets.
Dude,
They
it
cracked
sets
the freaking sky
Literally.
with one
Exactly.
clash.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we haven't seen we think the fights now, Lucci versus Luffy, they're cool, bro.
That fight must have been.
Well, the fights that are probably gonna come too.
But even seeing going back to Ace and Blackbeard, where
They were leveling the
their
island.
clash from that wide shot on the island with the fire and dark kind of hitting each other.
That's crazy.
That's huge.
Dude, the mountains were collapsing around them. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Definitely sets the tone for the power scaling in
But look
the
at
One Piece
Mihawk.
world.
Dude, Mihawk with one swing of his sword split that ship in half like it was nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they mentioned it in the anime too, but in the live stream they mentioned Mihawk and Shanks sparring a couple times as Shanks was drinking on the shore and Mihawk walks up and Shanks is like, "I'm not ready to spar with you, although I could take you with one arm tied behind my back."
And he
It's like
probably
a joke.
means it, though.
Heck yeah.
But-
Dude, Shanks walked up losing an arm to Whitebeard, and
And he
Oh.
and to use his hockey, though, when he steps onto the ship, and people are passing
People are
out,
passing
Yeah.
out.
and he cracked the freaking railing of the ship. That was crazy.
Those are honestly some of the breadcrumbs that piss me off the most because he's done it for the past 300 episodes. All right, we finished an arc. I'm gonna give you an episode
Here's a grain for you.
Here's a grain for you.
that touches on it a little bit, and that's it. It's like, oh, come on,
But
man.
Whitebeard looks.
Show me more.
Whitebeard looks like a powerhouse, but I don't know. He's all rigged up with IVs and stuff. So
Dude's,
either he's sick or someone
looks like
messed him up.
he's on dialysis or something.
Basically, huh? But he looks like a cool dude. I think he's arrogant though, because he didn't take what Shanks told him seriously, and he's like, "You're 100 years too young to be telling me what to do." So
There's a lot with
I
that.
think that's going to be his downfall.
And there's a lot with that too to think about in terms of I lost it. I'm gone now. Oh yeah.
We're close to 2 hours in. Holy crap!
Already?
Do you think that he's very old? Ooh.
Well, he's around the.
Oda likes to troll us. That means, man, the way of the D. I'm sorry, it's the way of D. What is it?
The will of the the will of D.
The way of the D.
Is that the way you live your life?
Heck yeah. No.
The way of the D?
Points you in the right direction.
So the will of D.
Swiss
The
Army
One
Man.
Piece. They probably don't even know what the poneglyphs half the things about the poneglyph or the blank century. There's probably a crap ton of stuff.
It's crazy to think that's oh well. Yeah.
So I'm curious. Someone put, should Sunny eat a devil fruit? How
Yeah.
would that work? They can't swim.
Remember we talked about, right?
Ships can't swim. They would sink.
Right?
But ships float, though. It's a conundrum.
If it was possible, it would be cool.
Someone said Whitebeard's got that nursing home set up on the deck of a ship.
Bro, he's in hospice right now. They got him in hospice.
Dude, that's funny. We gotta make some theory videos, like of the Will of D.
We should.
Some theory
They're
videos.
just completely wrong though because of like we're so far behind.
Oh, that's sometimes theories and headcanons are right because they're funny and nothing else. Oh, I love that. That's one of the things I hate it, but I love it so much about One Piece. But sorry, we were talking about Whitebeard, so let's with thoughts about you guys' thoughts about Whitebeard.
Huh?
Anything else about Whitebeard?
I mean, there's not.
We
Besides,
haven't seen a lot about him.
besides like the little clash between him and Shanks, there's not really a whole lot to go on.
Do you think he's evil?
I think he's not a good guy.
I think they asked, do you think he's old? So he must be around the time they got these legacy dudes, if that's the right word. Some of the old heads, which is like
The OGs.
Oh, they said there's
Garp,
the four warlords.
Roger, emperors.
Is that what they are? The four emperors of the sea?
Shanks is considered an emperor, but so is Whitebeard, but they're not close in age.
And then there are two other ones that we don't know about.
Yeah.
I thought they said, oh no, because Shanks used to spar people that are on Whitebeard's crew now, right?
Yeah, Shanks grew up, I think, and him and Mihawk, I think, grew up on Whitebeard's ship.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're that middle generation.
And Whitebeard used to spar Gold Roger.
Yeah.
So he's like out there with he's like
Those
the,
are guys around Zeph's age.
he's like the NBA basketball team of like the early 2000s? Like Magic Mike and stuff? Not Magic Mike. Who am I thinking of?
Magic Mike.
Magic Johnson? No.
Magic Johnson
yeah.
was a little earlier
Not
than
Magic
that.
Mike, sorry.
The Magic Mike is something
the 90s?
That's something different.
Magic Michael
Michael Jordan,
Michael Jordan, yeah. Michael
Kobe, Shaq,
You know what
Larry
I mean.
Bird.
Larry Bird.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, that's about Whitebeard. Your boy.
I like Whitebeard. He's cool. He's cool in the sense that I really want to see him fight Shanks.
I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see some heavy hitters fighting each other. It's crazy because I care a lot too about the other characters that are behind the scenes. Like I'd be cool with spending an arc with Shanks, spending an arc with Mihawk. Like I want to see those dudes duking it out.
That's why I say that I hate those breadcrumbs because it's like, oh, okay, cool, we get some really cool characters, and then we don't see them again for another 80 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
But I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming.
If I was watching this weekly, I probably would have forgotten who Shanks was. Like 3 years later, it's like, who's this guy again?
To watch it weekly, man, that's
tough.
quite a feat.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know. Oh, we had some. Oh, wow. All right.
Magic Mike, crazy basketball player.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. Shanks and Buggy were on Roger's ship.
Oh, that's right. Because Buggy was like, he's got a thing against Shanks, huh? Because he thinks that was the whole thing with the devil fruit, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. Next question.
Sorry, I'm just jamming out to the music.
It's
Read
like
that
the
next
lowest
one.
gain on a guitar I've ever heard.
I made a mistake.
What?
Not using my amp.
Oh,
You want to read it?
No, you can go ahead.
All right. At Mitchkin Fantastic. It's a YouTube comment or a question. With Luffy basically declaring war on the world government, what implications do you think it'll have on the rest of the show?
Giant target on their back.
We've
And
already
some heavy hitters coming after them.
Yeah. We've already seen
Yeah.
some of that happen already. Like the implications of it all.
Yeah, I think that they're probably gonna up the ante on even maybe pirates in general. Like
Well, we are going into the, was it New Paradise?
the New World.
New World, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some huge implications there. Like we talked about with the kingdoms and things, like harboring pirates.
So you think
picking sides? Because it's really about the revolution that's happening now. There's kingdoms are falling under Dragon's revolution.
Dang, the world government has they got a lot on their plate.
They're in trouble.
They got a lot on their plate.
at the end of the day, the world government, if you don't mess with the pirates don't mess with you. It's kind of what it sounds like. It's like the dragons feeding the resistance, but that doesn't mean that the Straw Hats are part of that resistance. They're just kind of doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing, but their actions are indirectly having huge ripple effects.
They shouldn't have tried to take Robin. That's all that matters.
You got to think, for the world government, they're like, oh, great. Now we got this new up-and-coming pirate group we have to deal with.
Yeah.
We already have all these heavy hitters. We got the Revolutionary Army messing things up. And
it's like there haven't been other pirates stupid or crazy enough to attack Annie's lobby head-on.
Yeah.
And these freaking random kids came and destroyed the whole place.
Yep.
This is an issue.
we got a problem, guys.
This is a problem. No one forgets Shanks, bro.
Only Zach.
Only Zach.
I'm surprised Zach can remember his name.
Okay. One Piece is so much better with names. For the most part.
I like all the different names. They got American names. They got European names. They got made-up names.
They're easy to remember, though. That's for sure. All right? That's what I'm saying.
World government has been in power for 800 years. I think they can handle it.
Let's see.
That's a long time.
Let's see what happens.
It's a long time.
But maybe they become complacent. It's been a long time.
Look what happened to Rome.
Shoot.
Well, I mean, that's what the blank century might be part of. It's not Rome, but I'm saying the ancient stuff, ancient, was it ancient Greece or something like that?
Mesopotamia?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of...
They have no idea why they got wiped out. That's basically what Skypiea was. And see, I don't remember those names. The island that got lost.
What was the one that Enarus from? The name of his island.
Oh, I don't remember that. You remember the name of his island?
There's a deep cut right there. It starts with a B, I think. He's from a specific island in Skypiea.
It's Skypiea, yeah. I don't remember. Let's see. All right, so question: what do you think Rufy compared?
Rufy.
I didn't say Rufy. Did I say Rufy?
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, go on.
What do you think Luffy compared to the 4 emperors of the seas? I don't think we know.
Bro, he'd get freaking bodied.
You
Luffy
get bodied
would.
right now.
Yeah.
Just from either Whitebeard or Shanks.
I remember Shanks' name, okay?
Everybody
I remember his name.
Get him!
I remember his name.
torch and pitchforks.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You got a super chat. Lone Courier 21. We appreciate it. Hey, guys, is this going to be uploaded anywhere?
Yeah.
It is.
So we'll get it up on Patreon. It'll be earlier for y'all. And then to YouTube. Woo!
Oh, we got another one.
Shoot!
Theories to what's behind the gates of justice.
Hell.
Oh. Cool. There we go. Who dat for life, Chris. Theories to what's behind the gates of justice. First, yeah, so.
Hell.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hell.
Hell. That's what's behind the gates of justice.
At least
Did I say
it's a
Torment?
pirate hell.
Hey,
Torment.
I thought it was Impel Down in Navy HQ, right? But what does Navy HQ look like? That place has got to be crazy.
I'll say real quick, though, just for people who didn't hear earlier on, because, we're live. If you're watching, this will be uploaded after we upload 325 to YouTube.
Yes.
So it'll be uploaded on our Patreon early, probably about a week and a half, give or take. So if you want to see that, go over to our Patreon. Otherwise, you guys are VIP today here with us, and then it'll be uploaded on YouTube later on. Probably
Exactly.
Probably within the timeline, the correct timeline.
Yeah, but
So
cool. But yeah, thank you, Lone Courier 21, for the super chat. We really appreciate it, and thank you for Who Dat for
Yeah.
life, Chris.
Laboon.
They open it to see Laboon just chilling right there.
huge. with that one dude from the island.
Laboon is behind the gates
Laboon?
of justice.
That was funny.
Bro, I'd be hyped to see Laboon again. That'd be
That's
tight.
funny. Lubu will come back.
I knew it. I knew it was Burka.
Oh, Burka.
I knew it. You as my witness.
It's true.
I'm good with names. No, not really.
I'm awful with names.
He's like, no, I'm horrible.
I'm good with faces. Faces I can remember. Next question?
Yeah, next question. Let me pull it up. All right, next question. This is
Maybe a little bit of HQ, huh?
Lone Wolf 93. This oh, okay.
One of our mods.
Now that you've seen Usopp and Luffy's duel over the Mary, their falling out, and the introduction of Soga King, can you share your thoughts about that plot line? So I guess the whole plot line for the arc.
I mean, I guess one way you can. I kind of feel like Usopp was kind of hiding his shame behind that mask a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely part of it.
That was definitely like the, what do you call it? The, I lost it again. My gosh.
It gave him, though, a little bit of that. Because sometimes he would slip in and out of the Soga King and being Usopp.
Yeah.
And as Soga King, he did a lot of things that Usopp would never really do, even though it's Usopp doing them.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like he's tricked himself into believing actually the truth about himself, which is that he's pretty brave and he's pretty capable. I mean, the way he fought Luffy was all out.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the hindsight, you know,
Can I read some of the unedited questions?
Sure.
All right. Unedited question, because it's some food for thought. So this is again from Lone Wolf 93. Usopp could not let the ship go for multiple reasons. Very layered, and with the Mary saving them all in the end, it's even more magical. After going through the whole thing, rewatching the duel between Usopp and Luffy will hit different. I agree with that there.
Yeah.
What if Usopp had gone through with the decision? Would Mary have spoken with the crew? Like, thank you, lay me to rest before getting on another ship. Like, you know. For him to go the whole crew, to him to go the way the whole crew went, it would have been out of character for Usopp.
Yeah.
Oh, be cool.
Heck
nice.
yeah.
Since the live action, bro.
Oh, dang.
That's old school, huh?
All right, shout out to Be Cool. We got a super chat.
Gotta go. Take it easy. Have a good day.
Absolutely.
He said, great reaction, guys. I've been with you guys since the live action. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You've been on a freaking journey.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's honestly
That's
wild,
a journey.
man.
We've been watching for what, a year and a half?
a long time.
Freaking
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, and hope you have an amazing day.
We appreciate it, man. And yeah, shoot. That's awesome.
Yeah, have a great one. Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Everybody, thanks for stopping by.
100%.
I mean, to be honest, this is, you know, I don't know. We had expectations of let's just have fun. You know, let's have fun. Whoever joins, you know, we're thankful for, even if it was just one person or
Yeah.
whatever. So the fact that you guys are here, you know, chatting with us and stuff does mean a lot to us. So we're happy. Hopefully you guys are having fun.
I mean, because that's one of our goals, too, build a little community.
Yeah, big time, big time.
Everybody shares a love of anime, whether it be One Piece or another show, and
Mm-hmm.
just have a good time.
And that's the cool
Yeah.
thing about, you know, as we could shortly get back to the question, but like, you know, that's kind of the unifying thing here, of course, you know, because if I saw you at the mall, you know, don't matter, you know, what it was. If I saw you wearing a Vegeta shirt or whatever, I'd tell you, hey, I like your Vegeta shirt.
Yeah.
You know, but don't wear any One Piece stuff around us. I'm just kidding.
Spoilers.
We had a buddy who was wearing some One Piece socks, and we're like, keep your shoes on, bro. We can't can't look at those.
At this point, I don't know.
But okay, you want to continue?
Oh, yeah, it was just, I think it was more so like, Luffy's words after the duel were, what do you want to do with the Mary? He was unaware the crew was. The Mary couldn't even get a funeral. Left all alone, just like Usopp's mother in his mind as well as himself. Unworthy is one job based on duty and love that he failed in taking care of the ship. Now just a dead weight and useless. It's kind of sad. All these feelings were still bottled up within Usopp in the end of it all. They were never said out loud to be resolved with the crew. It was only dissipated by Sanji's words of his worth within the crew. He was the sniper. That's the role Luffy gave him way back then. But even if Luffy knew about the Mary's voice, all they could do was move on. Usopp's point was that the point was that this ship will remain their home forever. They won't jump ship, thereby risking the whole crew. That's where he was wrong.
Just to interject there, like, okay,
there's a lot more, but I think that's most of it.
What they were cool with leaving the Mary. Hey, we got a new ship. Everybody was cool with it, you know. But then when they realized what that really meant, they were all in absolute tears.
Yeah,
sending the Mary off like that, or the way they did, and for Luffy to, be apologizing. I'm sorry I ran you into stuff, and we didn't do a good job at taking care of you.
that was sad.
Usopp sucks at repairs, and that completely changed. And I think that all maybe had to do with Usopp.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't really love it the way he did, maybe the Cloboterman wouldn't have shown up like in that way.
I think the whole crew loved the ship, but the love that Usopp gave into it
was different.
And Usopp wasn't even a shipwright. It was just the fact that he was there.
He was doing what he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And, yeah.
Man, just like I said before, the funeral for that was really sad.
Yeah, dude, seeing all the flashbacks of where they've been and stuff.
It was sad. And then speaking with them at the end too was.
It's kind of honestly
that was making me hecka teary-eyed.
It's kind of really hard for me to see those scenes with Usopp still having the Soga King mask on. Honestly, looking back, because it's we talked about how Usopp put on a mask figuratively and literally, and so it's hard to see those scenes as emotional as they were, and Usopp's, in a sense, not really there. That's hard for me.
I could see that. But
That's
even
tough.
the mask couldn't hide his tears because they started just flowing up underneath his mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I definitely, the whole plot line. It was. I would say it was as much a Usopp arc as it was a Robin arc, or even a Frankie arc.
But also,
so I said there were so many character arcs in the whole saga that were carried along.
But you know what? In the end, it really solidifies everybody more. Not just Usopp and Luffy, the whole crew.
Oh, for sure.
We're here.
Robin has her conviction now. That wasn't there really beforehand.
We're here for each other. This is our family. Because most of them don't have families. Maybe bits and pieces. Nami has her.
Well, the whole idea, I didn't even really think about the whole thing with Usopp, losing his mother, being left by his dad, kind of thing, being all alone, and how that really does make a difference with why he didn't want to leave the Mary, alone.
Yeah, maybe it was a sense of I'm not gonna
leave this ship like I was left.
Yeah, or I wouldn't want to feel like that. I know what it feels like, and I don't want the Mary to feel like that. There's a lot to go into there.
Yeah. We got some comments in the chat. Hey, Lone Wolf, we appreciate your question, man. It was good. It was honestly a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of questions. Man.
Well, I like that one.
Which one?
Read it.
It says, I'm pretty sure you guys are past anything in the live action. And the live action gave you, Garp reveal, for instance.
Yeah.
So how do you feel going in blind from this point on?
I love it.
Completely
I
blind.
freaking love it.
The whole hockey, having hockey there.
Hearing about hockey was such a cool.
And that explains why Shanks was
to
able
the
to
Sea King, get lost.
Yeah.
And it was
the aura. Is whoa.
I was like, I'm
out,
out, bro.
here. You don't have to say anything twice. Yeah, so that's a cool thing. And I remember us questioning, why was that able to happen? Or, maybe he was able to control it because it's pupils kind of
It was kind of weird, yeah.
They had to show it some kind of way. And I think they did a good job. You couldn't have interpreted that without having the context of the hockey.
Yeah.
But knowing that Shanks could just, it's a tangible influence.
Well, that's why these guys are in the Grand Line to begin with, because they don't have to. They're able to take these Sea Kings because it doesn't matter to them. Like they're just that strong.
They ain't worrying about nothing, dude.
Heck no.
Yeah, man.
Just their names and their reputation alone is enough to keep people away,
Including the Sea Kings.
including the Sea Kings
I mean, right?
and Queens.
Because, well, how about that? So, I mean, the Marines use the sea prism stones beneath the ship in order to enter and leave the Grand Line whenever they want to. But can someone like Shanks do that as well by just, like, expanding his hockey out? And the Sea Kings won't attack them?
Can you do that?
It might just be like his presence, like his just natural presence might keep them away.
It must be something that unless
they even did say like it's something that you I guess you'd be able to do on your own, because Whitebeard was like, well, you're leasing all this hockey on my ship, so it's like something that
think about the bandits from freaking episode 1. They had the gall to freaking do what they did to Shanks
without knowing, I guess.
Yeah.
So hockey must be something that's
There's
released.
no way they knew.
Yeah, there's no way they knew, right? Or you're just underneath some level where you can't even feel it anyways.
Yeah.
You're so weak.
I do like that we haven't really met anybody strong enough yet for hockey to be something that was looked over. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you watch shows like, where was hockey earlier on?
Yeah.
But it was
they're not
foreshadowed. They're not even close to Shanks' level.
Yeah.
The only one who might be is Eneru, but he's up in Skypiea. Maybe Crocodile, but even then, like, it's he
I
probably just focuses
got
on
a
his
feeling
Delphi the whole
Shanks
time.
could probably beat them. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Bethany sent us a picture of the cat, our cat, watching the live stream. He's like literally sitting in front of the TV.
That's funny, dude. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like you said, insane foreshadowing of hockey from episode 4 to 314.
Yeah, wow, that's insane. That's cool.
It's only getting better too. But it doesn't feel. This is one of those shows. I've said before, like, I don't like how some shows feel like it's made up as it goes along. Like, you would tell me Dragon Ball is very much a discovery kind of writing, right?
Yeah.
This show feels like it, for the most part, like it was planned from the very beginning, and it's sticking to that plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case. I'm very curious if Oda is, like, if he has a plan from day one, like Attack on Titans, like, do you know where this is ending? Or if it's all just kind of be written as it goes along. So far, I kind of think it's the first. Like, I think he's got an idea for everything. But I'm not sure yet.
From our impressions of what we've seen so far, it seems like it's been very thought out. The story beats are placed in places, and it seems very, very, very intentional.
Yeah. Next question?
Yeah.
All right.
You thought you would cry so much with One Piece? No. I do.
Not even close. Not even close.
I didn't think I was gonna cry so much either. But
The one that hit me first though was the Zeph Sanji goodbye. That one hits me, bro.
I mean,
don't know why.
even when we were watching the live action,
the live action when that one hit,
it got us.
That was heavy.
So this is technically part 2 of that one question, so we might have already answered it. Usopp's issues, this is from Lone Wolf again. Usopp's issues with personifying the ship.
You already read all that in the other one.
Oh, did I?
Is there an issue
Oh, you already did.
with the live control panel? Is that anything?
Are we gone? What happened? That's a good question. Let's see.
I still see chats coming in. Here, I could check the.
Check the stream. Again, apologize for any hiccups or anything. This is our first time. We're just you kind of have to do it in order to figure out, what you need to do.
Nah, it's still, I mean, it's still going. But it is choppy.
Okay, we'll see if at any point it breaks up or whatever. It's just stream is live, so.
Oh, no. Hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna. What the heck?
Oh,
Did it finish? Or did it? Yeah,
Hold
okay.
on.
Just maybe give it a second.
there you go. It's back up.
Okay.
The stat stuff on the right.
I know, but the chat's gone.
Oh, the chat disappeared.
That's even worse.
There you go.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay,
Okay.
maybe just gotta give it a second.
All right, sorry, guys.
Again, apologize for any,
Apologize,
hiccups.
yeah, for the lagginess of the stream. The internet's kind of not doing that great right now.
Yeah, if you're just hopping in, next time we're gonna go direct.
Just like John said, we kind of got to do it and then see what we can fix
Yeah,
after.
you gotta
It's our
try it
time.
first and then realize, okay, that we have to make sure to make that better for next time. So we appreciate you guys also being the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
You guys are the first guinea pigs.
Ooh. Okay, so hold on. I want to read some of these comments real quick because they're kind of interesting. You thought you'd cry. Never thought I would cry that much. I was specifically, okay, Oda's very good at foreshadowing. He foreshadows things decades ahead. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about, like what I was saying.
Decades.
That has
Decades ahead?
that have only been explained recently in the thousands.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like he plans it all out. That's awesome, dude.
That's
That
insane.
makes you hopeful though, because sometimes you're scared about how is this next one gonna go, or how's the ending gonna be handled, because a lot of things, not just like animes or movies, you can go into so many different things, but fumble the ending.
Game of Thrones, for instance.
Yeah.
Legit.
A lot of people
that
would
was
say
out of sheer impatience.
people might say Attack on Titan. Not saying that's the case or not, but
That's the debatable. Seems a polarizing thing, but
what's that one show? Akame Got Killed. The anime, at least.
oh yeah, that was very different, huh, for people?
Yeah.
From the manga.
The original Full Metal Alchemist. It wasn't bad, but it was different. Yeah. All right, next question.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, from Axurion, patron, thank you. What do you think of Zoro stepping as the first mate and making the crew understand that someone can't just leave the crew and be brought back like they're playing a game of pirates?
Very
Absolutely
important.
correct.
Probably one of the
100%.
best shots at AOT. Yeah, my bad. It's probably one of my favorite parts of seeing the crew act as a crew and actually see some command structure.
Yeah.
It was
And
necessary for sure.
I think I said this in the Discord a few days ago, but in that moment, I had a mutinous thought of like, why aren't you the captain, Zoro? But it's like, when we talked about it, I think, in our discussion about Zoro, as powerful as he is, he knows that he's powerful. And he's not going to follow, a captain and stuff who's like, I guess, willy-nilly about it. Because he said the next person who leaves is me. If that's going to be the case. Like,
Yeah.
Which, that's a big thing to
this
say.
guy's an idiot, but he's the captain. And you can't just...
Literally is exactly what he said. We all know this dude's an idiot, but in the end, this is our
he's
captain.
the captain. And what he says goes. And that was Zoro on the deck of the Mary while Usopp and Luffy fought. And he said the outcome of the duel was... That's what it was. So, Zoro, he has that idea of what this is supposed to be like. And I don't know if everybody forgot, everybody's real, it's about friends and stuff, but after what just happened, it's not about that solely anymore. Like, we're pirates, dude. You guys realize what we just did? This ain't a game.
We're at war now.
Yeah, we're
Basically.
seriously.
Yeah, this isn't a game.
We got a freaking $500 million plus bounty on us. And some of the probably biggest pirates in the world are going to be coming after us, and they are.
Like, we have a giant target on our back. We don't have time for the faint of heart in this crew.
Like, if you're going to be a part of us, you have to be part of us.
If you want to be a part of us, stay. If you have any doubt in your mind that you don't, leave.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because things are about to get really real.
And part of it, though, isn't about, and maybe it's different on other pirate crews. Look at Blackbeard. He's like, I want your power, join my crew. But he doesn't care about Ace. Like,
He just cares about his power.
yeah, and improving his status. But in the Straw Hats, it's about family too, though. Probably even most importantly, because Usopp's he's not strong. He's pretty good for what he is, but he's not Zoro and he's not Luffy.
Luffy 100% is like the full-on ride or die friend. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, because he sees his crew as everything they can bring to the crew as it is. I think Zoro's definitely the one that keeps it in there. And I'm curious how it's going to be after this, if Luffy's going to take more of a captain approach anyways, too. And do more of those things on his own and not have to have...
He's learning, too.
Yeah, not have to have Zoro step in and say those things.
Or have a Vivi step in, because Vivi taught him a lot, too.
She taught him a
Another
lot.
thing, too, is that, Zoro's role as first mate, that he's an advisor. Like, he brings in a different perspective that Luffy might not have seen yet.
Especially when it's needed.
Especially when it's needed. Like, Zoro knows when he needs to step in.
Yeah.
And then when he needs to just let Luffy have the reins entirely.
Yeah.
And he does a very good job about that.
And it comes down to what their chat is saying, like, about the respect that Zoro has for Luffy.
Huge amount of respect. And I think that's another reason why he says those things, because he does respect Luffy.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely made it all feel real when Zoro stepped up. One of my favorite parts of the...
Dude, has
So
Zoro...
that's, again, one of the things that I'm saying, post-Annie's arc, post-Annie's lobby, that's my top, like, arc for this saga. Because I feel like there was just so much there in terms of character development that closed off things. I loved it.
Looking back at the way other people treat Luffy, and this is probably the wrong word, but if Luffy's doing something... If Luffy is doing something and Sanji, I think that's why I mixed them up. But like Sanji, he might say something like, or, you know, put in a different perspective or whatever. But has Zoro ever gone against something that Luffy said, or like even really questioned only in the most important times, like something like this? Like, he's always either quiet and lets Luffy does what he needs to do, or he's already taking the initiative.
Yeah. I feel like there was another time where he was kind of putting his 2 cents in, but I don't remember when it was. I thought it was in Skype at some point. Never like what this was in terms of like, hey, if you let him come back, I'm gone. Like, in terms of that was, you know, that's.
But Zoro is like the epitome of loyal. Like, he doesn't. That's like his whole thing. Cool.
Could you believe? Hold on. Could you believe Oda originally planned to end One Piece in 5 years? Heck no.
He must have had a dream and just got a freaking upload of just new ideas.
Well,
I gotta do 20 more years.
If that's the case, then that definitely means. So what Oda did, he planned 5 years of a show, and then he made canon filler arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That slap.
Pretty much. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, next question. From Fold, another patron. Shout out to our patrons. In the post-Ennie's Lobby wrap-up, we are confronted with the reality that our crew isn't just a fun-loving group of friends that adventure the Grand Line. When each member joined the Straw Hat Pirates, they surrendered their life and death to Luffy. Luffy gives a great deal of freedom to his crew and is willing to die for them and their dreams. But the initiative belongs to Luffy as long as they are members of the Straw Hat Pirates. What do you think? Oh, so here's the questions. That was kind of a statement. Here's the questions. What do you think about this new layer of responsibility that belongs to Luffy? 1, and then 2, many view this arc as the solidifier of Luffy's authority as captain, no longer kids playing pirates, but a player on the world stage of criminals. What are your thoughts on this change in the crew's relationship dynamics, and how will that affect the story going forward? We were kind of just talking about that. So it might have just been answered. But let's start with the first question. What do you think about this new layer of responsibility that belongs to Luffy?
I think Luffy's got a little bit of growing up to do.
Oh, big time.
Maybe that happens in the next arc.
I think it's going to be a progressive thing for him. He has to watch out for his crew too, you know?
Because remember, when he first started, he was just floating in a barrel. Like, I'm going to be captain.
Yeah.
Knew nothing about anything about running a crew, having a crew, being responsible for the crew. And now, like you said, it's progressive. He learns as he goes, and now he has a good group of people around him to help him grow.
And I think something happened throughout Ennie's Lobby, and even if only in the end, because Nami was quick to take Usopp back. Chopper's quick to take Usopp back. Sanji knew, though.
Luffy's quick to take him back, too.
Luffy's quick to take him back, too. And Sanji and Zoro knew, though.
And Robin.
About what needs to happen and how this is supposed to go.
I mean, I would say out of all three of those, I don't think Zoro necessarily was in any kind of like that kind of structure. It makes sense to me that Robin knew. It makes sense that Sanji knew. And it makes sense. Like, out of all those characters, again, great character writing. Like, you know, Sanji was part of a crew technically at Baratier in terms of like all that. Like, probably the same kind of mentality there. And then I think with Zoro just being a warrior, like at heart, like that's kind of I don't think it would have gone any other way.
Yeah.
Well, Zoro probably saw it like as if like a student were to disrespect his sensei.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he grew up in that mentality.
That martial arts culture, like
Yeah.
respect and, honor.
Exactly. And hopefully in the same way, and Luffy was part of it, he has some of a double-edged sword kind of because, again, Nami and Chopper were quick to just take him back. But I think, after hearing what Zoro said and stuff, like, we're not playing pirates, I don't know if it's sunk in for them before, but it's like, again, this isn't just playtime. We're not playing pretend.
Exactly.
And before, too, like, Luffy's the captain. One thing that really elevates his status on all this now is the fact that he is captaining his whole crew, that all of them have bounties. Even a $5 bounty, $50 bounty, $50 bounty for Chopper. They all have bounties. Doesn't matter. Hey, just bring him to us. He's cute. We want him.
But like what they're saying right there, like the fact that like Sanji agrees with Zoro is like just the serious of the part of that conversation.
I said that yesterday when we were watching it. Remember, Johnny?
Say that again?
Like, the comment said, like, like, if Sanji is, like, agreeing with Zoro serious. I said that yesterday when we were watching
Because he goes, unfortunately, he's right.
Yeah. Well, and so...
Yeah, I remember I was like, dang, even Sanji's agreeing with him?
One thing, people said Robin, Zoro, and Sanji are the oldest, which is a cool thing to hear, I guess, because they don't know. No, now Frankie's the oldest, but what do you think? Because Frankie... Even when that whole thing happened, when they were leaving, Frankie's like, hey, aren't you forgetting somebody? So it was cool that once, he kind of caught on quickly, I think. I don't know if you could kind of tell that they weren't bringing Usopp. I think he kind of caught on. Was like, all right, well, that's what's going on. That's going on.
Cotton candy lover.
That's Chopper, right? Is that what it is? Cotton candy lover?
Well, I'm confused. What is that, too?
No, it's the wanted poster.
Oh, for Chopper?
That's his little, because Sanji's Blackfoot, and like they all have their little monikers or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Cotton candy lovers from Chopper, right?
Cotton candy lover.
What? Why? I don't know the ages. No, I don't know the ages.
Chopper's 14, I think. Nami's like 18. Or 19. I think Sanji, Zoro, and Nami are the oldest.
You leave my little boy alone.
We love Chopper.
Luffy's 18 too, right? Or is he 17?
He was 17, I think. You guys can tell us. But it's around there, right?
Oh, I saw that question earlier.
Geography. That's a thing, too. You want to touch on the geography real quick?
Yeah, so the question in the chat... Do you guys have theories or thoughts on Enies Lobby's geography? I got no idea.
Bro, like, the giant chasm, and it's always sunny there? Always sunny in Enies Lobby?
Is it like South Pole or something?
Yeah, that show? It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's on the equator.
Maybe.
Yeah, but they still have nighttime on the equator.
No, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because aren't the Grand Line? Oh, I don't remember.
It makes sense that might be like the hottest point. But
Chopper 15.
Or like, like in the Arctic, they'll go
Frankie's
like
36.
months and months without nighttime.
Yeah.
So it could be something like that. Maybe it's like, but what about the giant gaping hole? I'm sorry.
Poor choice of words.
You're the one that made me laugh. The what?
The chasm.
Chasm?
The big gape, that giant gaping hole.
Gaping, bro.
It's gaping.
Such a
All right, I'm out.
That's such a word. What a word.
Gaping.
I'm leaving. Oh no.
Yo.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, the geographies.
We're talking about the giant.
The giant gaping hole.
A
remember?
chasm. Maybe a meteor crashed into the planet.
Ooh.
That's cool.
It just reminds me of At World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean.
With the
Isn't there
monsoon?
like they go to the end of the end of the
Oh
earth?
yeah,
falls
when they
off.
fall through.
Yeah.
I originally thought that down
That's
there
a
was
flat Earth
was
theory right
impel
there.
down. The flat, yeah.
Oh, it is a flat earther.
But yeah, I mean, as far as the geography goes, we haven't really had anything talked about that.
I don't really know what else to say about it.
I know they only call
Chopper's
Chopper
not
the
even
pet.
considered
Straight
a full person, just a
disrespect.
pet.
That's why they have a $50 bounty on the pet.
The ultimate disrespect, bro. Put some respect on my man's name.
Even though
Yeah.
Chopper probably was the most terrifying one out of everybody there.
Legit.
Yeah.
I think Chopper in that form could have bodied Lucci.
What does that say about Chopper's power level?
Zone types, bro.
A lot of
Can
potential.
you imagine?
What do y'all
Dude,
think about that?
dude.
What Zach said he
That
could have
dude-
bodied Lucci.
What if Lucci took 3 rumble balls?
You'd explode. in
Like
the worst way
Chopper.
possible.
He'd turn into a freaking giant
Freaking leopard?
That'd be scary. Luffy, remember when they tell him, like, he tells Chopper, like, try harder or whatever.
Oh, that's funny, man.
All right,
Oh.
back to the questions.
All right. Oh, yeah. We kind of talked about that, all the thing with Luffy and the crew and stuff, right? You guys have anything else to say about that?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty
Like your thoughts about the
straightforward.
change in the story and the crew's dynamic? We kind of got through all that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Xurion, let's go. Kobe's glow up, the dragon reveal. What do you think they are the implications? What do you think are the implications for bringing these reveals in now?
Bro, I think we said in the live action about Kobe getting a freaking glow up. That was crazy that happened.
I'm so happy. Kobe's one of my favorite characters.
I did not expect Helmeppo.
I mean,
That's kind of a crazy
Well,
one.
I mean, I think it's just more like foreshadowing because Kobe's like, I'm going to be an admiral one day.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking we're going to see that later down the road.
Dang, that's crazy.
As
Not
far
only
as,
did it
as,
say
far
he's
as
gonna be an
Dragon
admiral?
goes, I'm not really sure. I like where that's going to take us.
I think we're definitely going to have some interaction. Dude, okay, see, the problem with all this is One Piece does this kind of stuff, like the reveals, and then we don't see from these characters again for another, 80 episodes. So I have no idea. You're asking the question, what are the implications for bringing these reveals in now? In my opinion, there are no implications because it's just going to be another 200 episodes till we see him again.
That frustrates Zach immensely.
Immensely.
I don't even get to see there's steam coming out of my ears. You know?
Yeah. But the idea though that, and then you know what? A big. There's so many themes in One Piece that you could break down. Who knows what the other YouTube channels do, like deep dives and analysis, freaking videos
Yeah.
and stuff. But just on the themes alone, there's a theme of passing on to the next generation. Because Shanks said, "I bet." When Blackbeard tells him, "What happened to your arm?" He said, I bet it on the next generation. And Kobe is part of that next generation. The Straw Hats are. So there's that kind of.
Next time on Dragon Balls, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like what you were saying about that, about betting it on the next generation, not only in pirate generation, but also on the generation of the government too, and that's cool. 'Cause I definitely think like the show is gonna, being that Oda doesn't like death and all that stuff. I think that it's gonna end with something like that, like a nice kind of resolution between pirates and the government. I don't know.
This is the way he says. The good thing is that so much happens in between that you kind of forget about the reveals. It's super true.
Yeah.
Well, and let alone the reveals don't even coincide with each other. We got the reveal before, like, see, I don't even remember the guy's name, the puppet guy. That went and like bodied Bellamy at
Doflamingo.
Doflamingo, yeah.
Oh.
Like we had the Doflamingo reveal after Skypiea, and
Never
we haven't
saw him
touched on it again.
Yeah.
It's
then-
funny because when that happened, I honestly thought the arc was going to be about Doflamingo.
Yeah.
And
Had
it was
nothing
not.
to do with them.
And
I
not,
see.
it
And
had
that's-
nothing to do with them. Yeah.
Well, we had the whole thing about Ace versus Blackbeard. We think, okay, this next arc's going to be about Blackbeard. Like, nah, we're not going to see Blackbeard again for another 100 episodes. That's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, man.
I think for me, actually, as much as I like, what Blackbeard is going to be like or whatever, or hyped or whatever, I'm actually most hyped to see Doflamingo.
Dude, heck yeah.
He
A lot of
looks-
people saying
he
in the
looks
comments,
crazy.
too, Doflamingo my baby, Doflamingo the goat,
No
Doflamingo.
way.
So he's got to play a big part, dude. That gets me hyped to see him again.
Bro.
That gives me a heck of hype.
I mean, there's no way.
that
'cause
dude was crazy.
when he was first revealed, like that was like
Mingo.
controlling people. That
Mingo.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let alone like we got a little bit of a hint of the Warlords too.
He's
The
got a
Warlord
cool
meeting
design,
and stuff.
man.
He looks bad.
Plus,
he's got his walk.
Oh, is that he? Oh, that's right.
They're walking. I don't know, like his famous walk.
He's got the thug kind of.
Oh, like walking like a little backwards and
You know what they always do? Yeah.
See a lot of TikTok memes and they're freaking.
Well,
The footprints are all like. They're like, this is Dolph Lundgren walking around here.
That's actually hilarious.
well, JD here says I don't see many other reactors to like deep dives, I guess. Please keep this up for the end of the other arcs going forward. Yeah,
Absolutely.
We definitely plan to.
That's
a
one of our
plan.
things. We love to do that.
Yeah, if you guys like these live streams too, we'll keep doing them. I mean, let us know if you guys want to see other kind of live streams. This is fun for me right now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
having a good time.
Because this is what we would actually be doing if the camera wasn't on. This is what we do. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, having you guys' comments helps the conversation go a lot.
Yeah.
And
big
shoot,
time.
we eventually want to maybe take like, I think we're gonna try to take some calls or something. So
Yeah, that could be a thing too. Whether it's through Discord or because the board that we use it's kind of like for podcasting. So there's like a particular input on it that could take calls. So we thought maybe, I don't know, maybe even through like a WhatsApp or something, and kind of you guys be able to call in or something. That might be cool.
Whoa, I didn't think about. Oh, I saw it got deleted, but I saw it already. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Dandy's quick on it.
Yeah, but I saw I
Shut your mouth. No,
but
just kidding.
his other comment didn't get deleted, so I'll talk about that. He because we kind of the whole idea that we had. I say the puppet guy because it kind of seems like, but he says he walks like a marionette. That's why his feet.
Ooh.
Oh, that's kinda
kinda
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very
That's
interesting.
cool.
Also,
Oh, that-
I saw a question. Where did it go? Do you guys remember another warlord that was introduced with Doflamingo during the Sky Island?
Yeah, that
No
cow guy.
idea.
It's a cow guy.
The cow guy.
The cow guy.
Yeah, he was walking behind him.
Does he have like a cow fruit or what?
I don't know if he was a devil fruit user. I mean, Mihawk's not.
The
So
cowboy
this is-
fruit.
but-
Oh, cowboy guy.
No, cow. He's like an actual cow, like a milked cow, like a cow that you can milk.
You're not kidding?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
He has some udders on him, everything.
I don't remember that at all. Did he really?
Yeah, no, he didn't have udders, but
I'm
he was
like, what the heck?
he was like a cow. He was like a cow guy. He
I'm
like
messing Zach all over now.
like his hat was like a cow, not a cow. Another animal? Wasn't a cow? It's been a
Ox.
long time, so don't quote me.
Cow guy. I don't remember that at all.
Wasn't it? I thought it was a cow.
The water buffalo.
Was it? Or maybe it was just a color scheme.
Cow guy, I love it.
It could have been a color scheme.
He's a cowboy.
Maybe it was just black and white.
Oh no.
More disrespect.
That just goes to tell you, man. When I tell you I freaking know nothing about One Piece, it's the truth, man.
That's funny, man. Oh.
Bear.
Bear. Oh. Are you sure? No, just kidding.
Dude. Man, these comments
Telling
killing
them.
me.
You
sure
about that?
Oh,
He's checking your nut. You sure about that?
Oh man.
Sure he's not a cow.
Are you sure he's not a cow?
more disrespect. That's hilarious.
Oh,
that's
my
good.
goodness. See? So it was a color
He
scheme.
did out that's not because I remember the black and white.
Cow guy.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
That was his name too, I think. Oh, dude, I just started a whole meme culture.
He better be cow guy during reactions.
Oh man.
The disrespect is crazy.
Cow guy. I thought that was like his thing. Like Doflamingo's like a flamingo, right? And then that guy was like a cow.
Is he like a flamingo though?
He's called
Right.
Doflamingo and he's
Right.
pink. That's pretty flamingo-y.
It's pretty flamingo-y.
I'm surprised his legs aren't bent backwards.
Oh, gross.
It's really
Puma's
a
had his
bear?
bear ears.
Oh,
How
man.
dare
Puma's
you.
had his bears.
Don't bears
how
and cows
how
don't have
dare
bears.
you?
Oh, man.
Mods, can you put something in the admin chat? I want to see what this guy looks like.
Someone put a picture up. Send us a picture of that thing.
I'm legit. I'm so curious right now. I have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. But I'm with Danny. Well, and
You would dare confuse
Danny
bear
introduced it
ears
away.
with cow ears.
it's been a while since I've seen a cow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
There are
Song.
a lot of cows around here. The song. Get that song out. No.
Do the
We're,
other
we're,
album.
we're going over.
Almost
everything.
sound exactly the same.
Oh.
Guys, I think we need to make another album so we can cycle through some more stuff.
We won't look it up. We'll have our mods
No, I was
find
gonna,
a picture
Yeah,
of
our
him we've
mod.
already seen.
Talking to the mods.
yeah, mods. Send me something because I gotta know who this guy.
Spoiler danger.
No,
Don't go there.
Just our mods. Our mods.
They're like, no, stop these guys. Oh, okay. I mean, which makes sense, right?
It doesn't with Luffy. Monkey
Well, the warlords are
It's because he's like,
animals.
or dragon.
It's just the warlords.
Oh, okay.
Nah, bro. For me,
We're not
for
looking
us,
up
we won't
anything,
look it
guys.
up.
We're not looking
We
up
promise.
a single thing.
I
I
keep
won't go.
crazy spoilers. Oh, Dandy. Let me see that man.
That guy does not look like a cow.
Are you sure? Let me see.
That looks straight up like a bear.
What the heck? Let me see that.
That's
It's his
exactly what he
pants.
looks like.
It's his pants.
I don't know. Those pants, bro. That's a cow.
It's spotted, I guess, but I don't.
No, that's definitely
even has a
definitely a
paw.
cow guy.
Cody, did Shelby send you another photo at all?
It even has a paw.
You better be careful, though. Shelby. Okay.
That's not a cow at all.
All right.
Oh, that's funny, dude.
Cow guy.
He's even got a bear paw right there
They probably didn't even show that.
on his jacket.
We probably saw him for like 2 seconds.
Oh, he's the guy you said was carrying the Bible, though.
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
he
Remember we
was
talked
carrying
about
the
that way back.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cow guy.
Cow
Okay.
guy.
Okay, next
Thanks to our
question.
mods.
Oh man, how do we get to talk about the cow guy?
We're talking about reveals.
Doflamingo and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not searching anything, guys. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Real quick, I keep my algorithm One Piece free.
Yeah.
I don't look up anything One Piece. If anything that we do need, our mods and you guys in the Discord help us out because you guys know. So we don't do none of that.
Hashtag justice for Kuma.
Thank you, Dandy. We appreciate it. All right, next question from This Is the Way 786. Your thoughts about Blackbeard and Ace's fight? Where do you think Ace is now?
I think Ace is in the ER.
I think it's in the ground.
He's in the abyss.
He's in the grave. I don't know how.
Ace,
what
not really
happened.
sure.
Hey,
I don't think he won though,
Oh,
No.
hands down, he did not win.
yeah, I don't think he.
which is not good.
But the fight was sick.
Yeah, it was.
He didn't win.
Do you think?
But I don't even think it was close, honestly.
I don't think.
Then
it was
again, I
close
don't know if he went on out. I think he was kind of gauging Blackbeard a little bit. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I don't. Man, it wasn't close for sure, but
I wonder. My apologies.
Never slander my man.
Bears are cooler than cows, okay? But cows have delicious milk.
And meat.
The meat.
I wonder if Blackbeard could use the vortex to bring somebody into the black hole because he was able to put all the stuff in it.
what did we say about Ace?
Because we were like, where do you think
Oh.
Ace is at now?
I
And
said-
he goes, in the ER.
In the ER. Freaking.
Oh.
That's funny.
I had
cool
to.
now,
I'm sorry.
In the ER.
Everyone's on the table. No.
No one's safe
On the
here.
chat.
No one's safe here.
We love Ace.
No, Ace is
Ace
actually
is
Ace
awesome.
freaking
he's one of my
sick.
favorite
Bro,
characters.
your reaction when he even showed his back.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw the Whitebeard's tattoo, I was going crazy.
tell us about that. 'Cause
ER
you
streams.
didn't watch those with us, so tell us the reaction. You watched it with Jonathan, but you
Yeah.
recorded with us.
What?
Your reaction. Like,
Tell us
like,
how you felt about it.
I was jumping off the couch doing cartwheels and stuff.
Jumping jacks. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I'm
that's
good. It was great. I got chills, goosebumps.
Anything for you guys?
Shoot.
How about your reveal that he had a devil fruit, Blackbeard?
That was crazy. Do you think he had the devil fruit at Skypiea? Yes.
Yeah.
Because he got it right after Whitebeard. So he was going to kill Luffy right then and there.
Giovanna, yes, this will be
At Skypiea.
available
Wow.
to watch later for sure.
Yes, it will be.
Absolutely.
Thanks for guys in the chats. You guys are good.
Hey, you guys are helping each other out.
Appreciate it. All right, next question.
The ER is crazy.
All right, from Super Novice, another patron. Shout out to the patrons. Are there any characters from previous arcs you hope to come back into the story in the future? Plenty.
I'd lose it over pretty much everybody.
Dude, when they were doing that flashback too,
Yeah.
showing like
Showing everybody from the past.
the past arcs, like that got me
It
hyped.
got me hyped, bro.
Any one of them, I would love to see come back.
Bro, I was hyped to see everybody.
I know Gombe. You guys want to see Gombe?
I was hyped
again.
to see
I'd be
Karu.
hyped to see Gombe. Karu. Karu was cool to
Dude,
see.
we heard that they might axe Karu in the live action, right?
Like, what do you mean?
Like they might like not have him in the live
Oh,
action.
I thought you would kill
Can't
him.
do that.
Just have like a I don't know. Hey, shout out to the
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, from
Oh.
Bane.
Rank the
this
Straw
is
Hats
spicy.
fights from favorite to least favorite. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Rank-
Wait, hold on. Is this this is Water 7 specifically. Okay.
I mean, I would say just in general for this.
I would
Question
say Water
Start
7
least.
Saga.
How about we start least?
If I just start least.
Rank the Straw Hats fight from fave to least.
Wait, okay, is this that there were no really fights. Oh, there were fights in Water 7. Shoot, where do you start? I don't know. Dang it. Krispy Kreme.
Stop reading. Just focus on
That's
the
fine.
question.
I was
What's
reading.
your thing?
Least favorite? I'm gonna probably get hated for this. It's probably the Nami versus Kanva. Not Kanva.
Nami versus-
What's her name?
That's our mod, bro.
What's her name?
Compa's out here throwing hands with Nami.
He don't like that. He don't like that.
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
I hope he chimes
I'm
in
so
right
sorry.
Nami.
He don't like that.
Nami versus Khalifa.
Shock me.
The fella needs to die for real. We agree.
Yeah, we agree.
Oh
That's a whole other
my gosh.
That was freaking funny.
Oh, that's
Conva,
good.
where you at? You in here still?
He's not. He left earlier.
Oh, dang
I'm
it.
sorry, Kanva.
We'll tag you.
Nami versus Khalifa. That's crazy.
Oh, that was your least favorite?
Yeah,
You-
my
you
least
didn't-
favorite was.
You didn't like the sheep? Then she turns into a sheep.
Yes.
It was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight.
Bubble
I
sheet.
know, hold on. We're talking about least favorite. All right. I never said it wasn't.
I
good.
get
That's good.
I don't think it was.
It's your turn, Zach.
Yeah, I agree though.
Now Khalifa is a mod. We have. I'm sorry, Kanva. No, but yeah, no. If we're talking about Annie's lobby, otherwise, if we're talking about the train, then we know for sure it's Wanzi.
Wanzi, oh
Wanzi.
yeah. So Sanji's actually. If we take this whole arc, the Sanji Wanzi fight sucked. bro.
Least favorite for sure.
Yeah.
To be honest, sucked so much. I
100%.
skipped it when me and Mom were watching it. Skipped it. I was like, you don't want to see this.
Nothing
Sorry,
mattered.
guys.
The whole thing was awful.
Chapapa, bro. Chapapa freaking slapped.
That was your least favorite?
Heck
No,
no.
no.
I think
I was
my-
reading the chat.
Favorite fight? Dang.
Frankie vs. Chapapa, bro. I actually liked it.
I like that fight.
I
too.
like
that fight.
Chopper.
too.
I
There's
like
some
it.
good animations in
Dude,
that fight.
Frankie
Good
vs. Chopper was
animation.
great. Yeah.
I liked it actually. I
When
thought it was cool.
When Chopper was flying around on top of the surface of the ocean, looked crazy.
I
Actually,
actually even like Chopapa.
one of my favorite fights was
Chopapa.
Sanji versus the wolf dude. What was his name again?
Jabra?
Jabra.
That was,
That was
tight,
definitely up there.
bro.
Yeah.
That
that
was
was my
up
favorite.
there.
Yeah,
for
Jobber,
me.
that Jobber fight was tight.
So if you guys had to rank it though, least favorite, I don't even consider Wanzi in there because I don't consider
Okay,
that.
okay. What if
Least
we just
favorite,
do
least
big time
favorite.
CP9s? CP9.
CP9
CP9
only?
fights. CP9 fights.
Yeah, then it's Khalifa
It's Khalifa.
versus Nami, least favorite for me.
Okay.
Who's next though?
What do you guys though? I want to hear you guys. You guys agree with that
This
or
is
no?
gonna be,
I agree with
this,
that.
This is gonna be
Brandon?
This is gonna be. Oh wait, you guys go on.
Least favorite?
Yeah, everybody hates Satori. I like
Least
Satori.
favorite Khalifa?
He's
Okay.
cool.
Would you?
What is,
Yeah.
Like, something like that.
Satori.
Second least favorite.
Second least favorite.
Dude, honestly, after that, everyone is top notch for me. Usopp didn't really have a fight, did he?
Bro, I'm gonna be controversial.
Hey, you know what? Let me say something. It was probably Kaku and Zoro's fight.
Oh, I agree.
The only
Controversial.
the part
And
that
I think that what killed that fight for me, to be honest, probably was Usopp.
no, it was.
Like that,
He's holding Usopp as a
it
sword,
literally killed it for
and
me.
then Usopp freaking used the handcuffs. I mean, it was an accident, but still, dude, like, come on.
Satori
You know what?
sucks. He does suck, but who's worse? Satori or Wanzi?
Wanzi. 100% Wanzi. I would say, so I would agree with you. I think the only reason that the Kaku Zoro fight sucked for me is because I really wanted to see. I feel like Zoro's had some bad matchups.
And let me say,
in terms of like bad, like
suck. It was.
no, but why can't
I wanted to see because they're two like they both fight with blades.
Why exactly?
And I wanted to see a cool fight, but freaking Usopp being Usopp.
Well,
Who's
what I meant.
Usopping it up?
That's what I meant by there's a bad matchup. I don't think that Zoro's had a good like sword fighting matchup since Mihawk.
They must be saving it. They must be saving him because I thought, T-Bone's gonna
It was
be
gonna be
tied.
sick,
The
yeah.
animation is the art is
He got
changing.
one shot.
Bro, he one shots
He
him.
one shots him.
Zoro's too powerful for the show.
I almost threw my phone during that Satori fight. I hope we never-
Satori fight.
Wanzi is worse. Wanzi might go.
I hate that character.
Oh, dude, everyone hates Wanzi too.
I didn't even remember the ramen guy's name. I hate that character.
Absolutely disgusting. Oh, that's good. Fukuru is Chapapa's name.
No, it's not. It's Chapapa. That's his real name.
It's I like Choppa.
I don't know how many of you guys, and no need to freaking pull out the pitchforks and whatnot, but how many people watched the dub or watched the sub? I thought it was funny because in the dub, Choppa was voiced by the same voice actor that does Ed in Cowboy Bebop, and I thought that was funny.
Oh. That's
Does he do oh, it's actually a good question. The oi oi and the Chapapa. Are they done the same way?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo,
Yeah.
$20.
Whoa.
Oh, man, TJ.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
I appreciate you,
Heck
man.
yeah.
That was much
Thank
Shout
better.
out to
you.
TJ. If someone were to read it.
What powers do you hope the unknown warlords have? The unknown warlords.
I don't know. Honestly,
Okay, well,
with
let's
the-
talk
with the
real
intro-
quick about. Oh,
with,
go
the,
on, go on.
with the introduction of hockey, I just don't know. Because at this point, my whole mindset was powerful people have devil fruits. At this point, though, it's up in the air.
I will never watch the dub.
I don't.
No disrespect, man. No
Yeah, I
disrespect.
mean, I don't
Well,
like.
I mean, on my
Not to
from me.
like hop off the previous question.
Powers.
I really don't like Luffy's dub voice.
We'll come back. We'll come back to it.
You got that super chat. We got to pay attention.
What powers do you hope to see unknown warlords have?
Okay, well, let's talk real quick about.
Zach's been really wanting to see light fruit.
Let's talk.
Oh, heck yeah.
Let's talk real quick about what warlords do we have?
Don't Flamingo.
I'm bad with names.
So Flamingo's got the puppet.
Cow
thing.
guy.
We got
Cow
Mihawk.
guy.
We got Mihawk.
Cow guy, Mihawk.
Then we got
That's 3. Flamingo, cow guy,
what's
Mihawk. Jinbei.
Jinbei.
There's a couple other
Are we
ones.
missing? Anybody?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
we were
missing.
definitely missing some. I mean,
Crocodile
was. He was one, but not anymore.
Do you think they're all going to be devil fruit users?
I'm not sure if Jinbei will.
Well, no, because
'Cause
we
he's a
already got
fishman.
Mihawk's not a devil fruit user.
Yeah,
and,
Mihawk's not.
And Jinbei's a fishman. I don't think he would.
Oh yeah, I don't think you.
I don't think he
I
would
don't
do
think he
that.
would want to do that.
'Cause I want to go home.
Okay, I'll switch
From
it to
time
bear
to
guy
time.
now. All right.
Looks like, so Danny put Doflamingo, cow guy, unknown.
So 2 unknowns that we don't know of.
There's 2 that we don't know.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we remember Jinbei. That name's been stuck in our head for a while.
For a long time.
Ever since he got introduced.
And I
Yeah,
remember
when they mentioned Jinbei the first time, that it's a name that.
he's a fishman warlord.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, I've had that name in the back burner.
we
for a
don't know
while.
too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
So for other 2 that we don't know
You
of.
know, it'd be a sick one.
Oh, I guess that's true because that would have been 5. and then the 2 that we didn't know, but the crocodile left. So then Blackbeard's trying to fill a spot.
That's
so
right.
there are 2 we don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool if there was a power to where you can create like tidal waves and tsunamis and stuff.
That would be tight.
That would be cool.
It's almost like
maybe a water fruit, but that kind of goes like.
Well, it's I think Aokiji. Aokiji's probably one of the strongest people because he's the only one that I can think of that actually interacts with the ocean.
Yeah.
And lives.
Do you guys want these extra 2 warlords to have devil fruit powers or not devil fruit powers?
I would be cool with one more.
One more?
One more devil fruit power.
Jinbei was introduced in the anime,
I
right?
thought he was introduced in the anime. Was
Someone
he
said
not?
he was introduced in episode 30, so I think so.
Oh, okay. They mentioned him in the live action too.
Yeah, they was mainly just mentioned. They mentioned him.
We haven't seen what he looks
No.
like. We don't know where he's from.
Yeah.
Presumably Fishman Island, but that's that's all we know about him.
I would love to see a devil fruit that could create giant tsunamis and like.
So would you say a water fruit?
Yeah, like just imagine like you could take out a whole fleet of pirate ships.
That'd be insane.
That would be one of the most overpowered devil fruits, considering how devil fruits interact with the ocean.
yeah.
Like that'd be like a stronger than the Eneru's fruit. Like
That would be a big risk reward fruit because
Yeah.
it's super powerful, but you're in danger of even using the power.
unless it doesn't have that,
But
I guess.
but at the same time,
fall.
the dark fruit kind of changed what we even know about Logia types.
That's true too.
Dang.
Because I don't know if we had a chance. Maybe I was kind of saving to even ask you, Brandon. But like the dark fruit, before it was like elemental stuff. But Zach brought up a good point about smoke isn't exactly an element, but it falls under the Logia type.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, fire, lightning, ice, water,
Not gravity.
but freaking gravity, like.
Which basically the dark fruit is just gravity. Like, it's
Essentially.
not-
Well, if you think
yeah.
about it, I mean, it's kind of Blackbeard's devil fruit's kind of close to Foxy's.
slow?
Maybe starting to get in that realm ish.
Yeah.
Well, did he say the dark fruit was a Logia or Paramithia?
He said it was
It was a
Logia.
Logia.
Wow.
Oh, a rare one.
Yeah.
A rare one even among Logias because
Yeah.
they're rare in general.
I'd love to see. I don't think this is the case, but I'd love to see 2 people with the same devil fruit go face to face. I just want to know if that exists or not. I doubt it does, but yeah. So,
So
that-
some of the other powers, I think I agree with Brandon. I'd like to see one more devil fruit, perhaps something that maybe something extra powerful, and then somebody who like a Mihawk, where I appreciate like the power behind them. Like,
Yeah.
that would
Just
be
the
cool. I'd like to see
the
that.
natural power.
I want to see strength.
I want to see some.
I
Yeah,
want to say strength either from physical abilities or something from a weapon that they have.
yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to see that.
same.
Cool.
A weapon would be cool. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Kind of like
Thanks.
Mihawk, like
Yeah.
with a sword. Yeah.
Thanks again for the $20.
Yeah,
we really
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Shout
Yeah,
out, thank
shout
you.
out TJ.
Thank you for the
Appreciate
question as well.
I'll get back onto the questions from our mods. Did we
There you go.
answer?
That answers your question, though.
Did we?
Where?
They have stated that no 2 fruits can have the same ability at the
Then
same
how
time.
do you know what
it's
devil
not
fruit?
possible.
Then how do you know about the devil fruit? At the same time, does that mean that someone? Okay, hold on though. Does that mean that someone gets the devil fruit? If they die, the devil fruit can be reborn almost.
Regrown, reharvested.
Yeah, we just don't know anything about the devil fruits.
They
That's
said,
like one
they
thing we
said
don't
you could
know
have
anything
similar,
about.
Similar powers.
I feel like this is kind of getting scary. I don't want to get spoilers in the comments that we're gonna see on accident.
No, go ahead, move on.
yeah.
Well, did you guys the question? Are there any characters in previous arcs? We answered that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys good with there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next, also from Super Novice patron, check it out in the description below. What sort of antagonist do you want to see the crew tackle next?
I need you to repeat that one more time for me.
What sort of antagonist do we want to see the crew tackle next? Part 2 of that, we've had tyrannical Logia users, government agents, and selfish leaders. What are your thoughts on the future evils and the Straw Hats will have to face?
I would like to see them fight another warlord or an admiral.
Song.
Now, what do you guys think about what makes sense for the story? Like, what do you, if you could put yourself in Oda's shoes, or as somebody writing a story? We just came off a pretty heavy, arc or whatever. Do you think we jump into like a main big bad guy?
I hope.
Because we just fought the world government. So does it make sense to put Blackbeard? on the scale now.
I would like to see
Yeah,
Blackbeard.
I would like that for one reason.
Just something tells me we're not going to get a Blackbeard fight for a while.
I want
got a
to
feeling
get
that
a
too.
pirate v pirate thing though, because we've had, like they said, government agents. We've had tyrannical leaders. We've had Crocodile wasn't necessarily a pirate. He used to be I think he used to be a pirate until he became a warlord. So I want to see some pirate v pirate kind of thing. You know, like some crew, kind of like the Whitebeard versus like red hairs. I want to see something like that.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of where I'm hoping we go, personally.
Man, yeah. If we're going to Fishman Island, though, we're presumably getting something like that, which makes me think that maybe Jinbei is the next guy.
That'd be
Man,
big.
I feel
cool.
like they wouldn't go with Jinbei either, though.
I don't think so
But-
either.
Now, one thing is you have to go where the log pose tells you. Like, there's no other way around it, right? So they have to go to Fishman Island, and you just have to think
The
what's...
only way around it is if you
where's
had an
the plot?
eternal log.
Yeah, the eternal pose.
Otherwise, yeah, nothing.
But I mean, Jinbei might not even be there.
Yeah, he
it's-
might not be there.
So what type of leader do you want to see though,
What type of leader?
or what type of evil guy antagonist? Sorry.
I would like a warlord or an admiral.
I want to see somebody who's going to push the crew.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to see some struggle.
Because there's always the struggle, but nobody's really put everybody on their back foot where it's like, now I'm really worried. I guess maybe there's aspects of it, but
You don't think that was it with CP9? Definitely felt like it was CP9.
Lucci I thought was the biggest aspect of that for me.
Oh, for sure. Most menacing, without a doubt.
But I want to see somebody really push the crew. I think maybe, yeah, I don't know, yeah, something like that.
I genuinely just want to get more world building in.
What's
Another
up?
one.
Thank you, Bane. Thank you, Bane.
Appreciate
for the
ya.
$2.
Do y'all have any theories on 5 elders?
I remember. Oh man,
I got
that's.
no idea.
I just want them to be.
The 5 elder stars is what they're called, right?
I think so.
I think, because we don't know a whole lot about them, but since they're called the 5 elders, I'm thinking maybe they have knowledge of the lost century.
No, I think they do, right? Because when Spandom's dad went to O'Hara, and that dude wanted, what was the archaeologist's guy's name? Remember, he wanted to talk to the 5 elder stars.
Yeah.
And so they know what's hidden there.
Yeah, that's kind of like my little theory on it. What about you guys?
I agree. I would say that the 5 elders either have knowledge, or I even kind of think they might be as old as the government themselves. Maybe
You
they're
know
like
what?
some
It might be
I'm
some like
thinking
800
something like
year
that.
old kind of
That'd be
people.
cool.
Super
Yeah.
old, because to even call them elders.
Almost
if you-
like the remember Loki? You guys watched Loki, right? The TV show. Remember how those are the people that were supposed to be like the overseers kind of thing?
Yeah.
Kind of like those kind of guys, but
Yeah,
actually
I
like
could
that.
maybe see that, because I mean, even if you just take it at face value, like Garp would be considered an elder.
You
You
gotta
know,
wait till
He's
600.
a little older guy, you know. But to put that in the Professor Clover, yeah, or yeah,
Yeah, Professor Clover. Exactly.
he. I think these dudes might be super old, actually.
That's what I'm saying. They've said the world government's been in power for 800 years. They're 800 years old at least.
And they have knowledge of the lost century and other things that are highly classified.
Even if that weren't the case, that means there's some kind of, like, I don't know if you want to call it some secret society or whatever that passes that knowledge down along, even if they weren't that old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
that was good. That was a good question.
Man, there must be something, though, because why would they want that?
Somebody goes, "Oh, not ep 600." They mean like 600 eps after where you're at.
No!
So,
No! That's awful.
That was double. The double whammy.
y'all
my
got
gosh.
Y'all got a long road.
That's
Elder
awful.
is rank used in Japanese culture for large families. Ooh.
Before all the comments go up more, I like the one that says, "Do you think all the warlords will be antagonists?"
No.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
don't think
think
Mihawk,
so. I don't think Mihawk is.
Mihawk is like a
Not.
super antagonist.
But he did go out of the Grand Line just to destroy Krieg.
Well,
Because he woke him.
Yeah,
Like,
from
disturbed.
his nap.
It disturbed him.
Even when he showed up at the when Mihawk showed up with all the meetings, it was kind of weird. It kind of felt weird that he was there to begin with. So I don't think
weren't
that
they
he's
all
bad.
kind of shocked that Mihawk even showed up?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
They were shocked that anybody
Like,
showed
dude,
up.
I'm shocked Mihawk's here. That's true.
But okay, is that all in the elders? That's still a very, very interesting question to me.
Yes, we will react
We
to
will
the
watch-
One Piece
we
when
will
it
watch
comes
the One
out.
Piece
We are
from
aware
Wit.
of it, and I'm super excited.
What are we
for it.
watching?
I'm really excited to see how
The Wit
how
Studio One
Freak
Piece.
yeah.
I want to see how Wit animates everything. It's gonna be
Gonna be sick.
Wit Studio's so good.
I'm gonna be excited for that. Well, we got a lot of stuff to
and
be
then
excited for,
it's
man.
gonna and then freaking it's gonna be Wit Studio for a little bit, and then it's gonna go to
to Mappa
to Mappa.
again.
It's gonna go Mappa.
Yeah.
Mappa
Remember
steals
the
everything
best
from Wit.
studio for your first season.
The best studio for your first season.
That made me laugh, bro.
Then Mappa will take it. Mappa takes everything Wit Studio's been doing.
You know what? I'm 100% down for that. Should we get you an aluminum hat full? Oh, was someone else?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
And some string to connect your theories like a madman. We've been talking about that, right?
Bro, it's like that one meme where he's like
With
Charlie,
Charlie
Day's
Day.
like touching the freaking thing and pointing to all the.
We're going to
whatever.
replace the flag back there. And I'm going to put a pin board, a cork board up there. I'm just going to start putting everything together.
Connect the
Zach's been
dots.
talking about taking notes, man. He's really getting them.
Shoot.
Dude, my memory sucks. That's
No,
why-
I mean this in general though, bro.
yeah.
Like,
I would love to have a refresher, something like that. So, the guy who directed Attack on Titan is in charge of One Piece. The One Piece remake. That's awesome.
okay.
That's cool.
So it definitely will be going to Mappas.
Oh,
The
that's
foil
funny.
hats are needed for sure. From Shelby.
All right. We're on the next question, right?
Yeah.
All right. The new ships first. Oh, from Axerion again from Patreon. The new ships first impressions. When I first saw it, I hated it. Like the Mary looked like a real ship, but the new one is very cartoon looking. I love it now. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Honestly, when they revealed the Sunny, I was like, this shit looks tight.
I didn't hate it one bit. As soon as I saw it, I loved it.
Bro, I love the name.
Dude,
1,000 Sun.
I thought the thing in the back was a giant cannon at first.
yeah. Bro. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad
It's
No,
like,
idea.
they're
it's like
gonna
a steam jet.
That's where they shove the devil fruit.
Yeah.
Just like Thousand Sunny. Like the dog.
No.
Take that, Sunny.
The dog? That's.
The
wait.
dog.
Okay, wait. I had to make sure I got the correct. They put the fruit in the gun, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
What
where
do
do
you mean?
where do they load the rounds?
The
Yeah.
gun.
You know where. What's this saying? What were we talking about? The Thousand Sunny.
Oh, that makes you sad, actually. Do you see that comment?
Is it a spoiler comment?
No.
Okay, I'm looking. What am I looking at?
It's funny because you guys have some theories that are close to truth, but it'll be sad if you ever forget about your theories when you get the answers. With all the stuff that we've gone through, I could see that happening.
However, you know what? Like, it has its own challenges, but the four of us reacting to, hopefully you guys feel you get a lot of viewpoints and stuff too.
Hopefully.
But also we rely on each other
Heck yeah.
to remember things
Yeah,
that
big time.
maybe we don't like individually remember. So I'm sure there's plenty of reactors who do it solo and stuff, and yeah, I'm sure they're fantastic and it's great. But I do love having like a group of guys here to kind of
To help out.
help each other out and remember things. Of course, and you guys do a huge help for us as well.
But yeah, so back
So
to
I
the
don't think we'll
1,000
forget. Hopefully not.
No, back to the Thousand Sunny. Do any of you guys think it was too cartoony?
I feel like it fits the ships in general.
You know what I felt? I felt that it spent so much time with the Mary that there was a second of turnaround for me.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like, oh man, okay, the Mary's gone now. But that's okay. But now we have the Thousand
If
Sun.
anything is going to be too cartoony on the ship, it's the figurehead. But I love the way the figurehead looks.
It kept a little bit of the.
It kept a little bit of the Mary.
It kept the Mary's face,
Yeah.
you know. So that was cool.
Well, that's for me. I thought that the ship wasn't too cartoony, but like, if anything, I thought the Mary was a little like I don't want to say underwhelming in that sense, but like for the Straw Hats and the way they were going, they kind of needed something.
The Mary
else.
was traditional.
Yeah,
It's traditional.
and I think if anything, the Thousand Sunny leans in heavy to what the Straw Hats are, especially because it was created by freaking Frankie.
Yeah.
There's no way a ship like Frankie could not look like the Thousand Sunny. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
Frankie goes all out, bro.
Yeah.
Look at his body, bro.
So that makes the most sense to me. It's like,
But you know, it's a respectable opinion though. Still, I think if you took you a little while to get on board, so to speak.
All right, what's up next?
next question. You want to read that?
All right, considering you guys started with the live action, can you speak about the GARP reveal now that you've experienced it in the anime?
That's a sad one because
You guys have a little bit more of a I guess you guys feel a little bit more about that than I do because I was like I'm impartial, but you guys I think have a little bit of a stronger opinion.
I will say I am sad I didn't get to experience it in the anime.
Me too.
I thought that would have been.
So am I. I feel like that.
I feel like that was too quick.
It was too
even for
early.
the live action
It was
to
too
be
early.
said.
Now they didn't have a choice. I think. I don't think the live action had a choice. They had to do it.
They needed something to make the whole thing kind of like not only to introduce Kobe, introduce Helmeppo, to let those characters continue through the first arc and keep interest. I think they needed to have something.
We
like
also
the
just
Garp reveal.
see Garp so much more in the live action than we have kind of in the anime
Oh,
too. So
100%.
I kind of agree with Jonathan. Since it was kind of like that, you probably did need to say that. But I wonder how we would have felt when watching the anime, 200 plus in, and we don't know about that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The other option
Instead
would
of
have
like
been
6 episodes in on the live action.
the other option because on the first 45 episodes of the anime, there wasn't really much government involvement. I think they needed that in the live action to kind of move the story along because we didn't really get that. The whole because imagine how long Baratier was in the anime versus the anime. I'm sorry, in the live action was the anime.
And plus, was his name Krieg, right?
Krieg, Don Krieg.
He showed up only for a little bit. Mihawk killed him.
Well, that's why they didn't show up to the Straw Hats.
Yeah, no, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So that was changed.
That's right.
So those are a lot of things that were very different.
Now, dude, could you imagine? Okay, now we were shocked when we watched the live action.
Yeah, dude, can you imagine when I do think
Can you imagine dropping those back-to-back reveals? Grandpa and Luffy's dad.
Yeah,
could you imagine?
That was a big. That was a reveal. I was happy. I didn't get. They didn't say.
And they both have the
It
Will
wasn't
of
even
D
mentioned,
too.
But
That would have been crazy. So in one aspect, it's like I wish they didn't do that, but I feel like they had to. We still got a reaction out of it in the live action. If you go back and watch that.
Oh yeah, if you want to see what our reaction probably would have been, maybe for the anime, it's in the live action reaction.
Yeah.
I still remember he fires a cannonball back. He's like, "Grandpa!" It's like, "Oh,
We're like, what the heck?"
I bet you guys were surprised too. The people who knew already or watching the live action. Like, how did you guys think? Did you guys think they were gonna do that? Do you think they would have glossed over it?
Well, I like what Dandy said right here. The live action making that decision because I got spoiled hard. I think if we were watching too, we weren't watching the way we were. Then again, we didn't get spoiled at all by Dragon, but 300 is a long time to not have to show Garp and not say that Garp's the grandpa for that long. Yeah. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just happy we didn't get a dragon. I wasn't spoiled for the dragon reveal because that was crazy.
I just hope they don't do more of that in season 2. Season 2 could be contained a lot more contained with Drum Island and Alabasta to not spoil a whole bunch of stuff down the line. So I really hope they don't. But I guess we'll see. There's a lot. Alabasta is going to be... There's so much more. Once you get in the Grand Line, I'm not sure how they're going to do it.
Dude, well, okay.
They already got Laboon to deal with.
When they do get to Alabasta, they killed Mary. Actual Mary. The dude.
Yeah.
They killed him. They need to make things right and kill Pell. They gotta make things right.
I will come, and I would like, that would be cool if Pell died. And you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though.
I'll kill that man.
Well, yeah, because we even got the Pell reveal on the last episode. That Pell was
And it
still
was like,
alive.
oh look, there's Pell. When we see him again.
Yeah.
It was like
Pell.
Oh.
That was that bad taste in my mouth. I'm just kidding.
The Garp reveal, I think, honestly, the one thing that they didn't do in the live action that I thought was good was the Monkey D Garp and the Monkey D Dragon. That was cool, too. Learning, their full names.
Yeah.
So we didn't get that in the live action, so I thought that was cool.
You think meme culture is, desecrated them now? With the D and Dragon?
The Will of D?
Yeah.
I hope so.
The meme culture's probably gone insane.
I hope
bro.
so. Because it's funny.
Dragon D's.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I saw that made me laugh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pell, but I don't like that he survived. I agree with that.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I definitely agree with that. Kill Pagaya.
Oh, that's the dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
He
that
He
was,
should have died.
that was
Kobe
the
just
most
popped up.
That might have
His
been.
return was worse than Pell's.
Yeah, it actually.
I
Yeah.
agree with
That
that.
was more
Because he
egregious
just
than
shows up
He's
unscathed.
like, hey guys.
What's up, guys?
At least Pell was like bloodied and kind of like hurt a little bit. The dad was like, I got hit by the strongest beam the Enderu has, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Shoot, you might have thought he was made out of rubber.
Real.
All right.
Oh, I guess he is dead. Okay, so it might be a manga thing that he's dead in the manga, but he's
I don't know. That might be a joke.
Light. He said he's dead in the anime. He's just filler.
He's just feeling.
Oh, you think that's a joke?
It
Maybe.
might be.
I think he's just like considered like that's how important he is. He's a filler guy.
Oh no, Dandy said we might not even be able to watch the live action if it's like too spoilery.
Oh.
Ooh, oh.
That's
true.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
Really? You would think it would be too much?
Pell will find the One Piece.
He becomes king of the pirates.
Pell.
Hell, king of the pirates.
Oh, okay, he's alive in the manga.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a joke.
I'm gullible.
Acceptable.
All right, I think we have one more question left.
Alrighty.
Last one by Skip Trejo 6270 YouTube question. Some people still aren't sold even after getting to this point in the story. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I honestly don't know how you're not sold to be. And I know each their own, but dude, I was
They just don't understand good
good
storytelling.
stories. Exactly.
That's
Summary.
yeah.
I feel like those are the people that are like, I just want fights all the time. Like, I don't care about character development. I just
Yeah.
want fights.
Like when Alabasta started, I was
Fights.
like,
so.
Well,
If that's even
there's a lot of people that, like a lot of friends I have who love anime, but they won't even. I think the problem is not giving One Piece a shot. Right?
that's it.
They don't want
a
the
lot
commitment.
of people. No, exactly.
It's the commitment thing. People.
and you know that was me too because
that was me also.
everybody was like, I mean, I would have watched One Piece a long time ago, but I was just like intimidated by that's a lot of episodes,
and I'll be honest, man. It's.
and it's so good. I'm glad there's so
I'm
many
not
episodes.
saying. I'm not. So. How do I say this? I'm happy we started. The One Piece is gonna bring a lot more people to the show. It has to, right? Because I can understand what people mean. Like 300 episodes in, great story, but it's like a, I don't know. I binged Naruto, so I mean I'd probably be in the same place here with One Piece, but
What are
I think a lot of people see One Piece as it being not as deep as it actually is. And it's like One Piece has some of the
Do we
best
miss
character
question
development.
20? Is there a question 20 down there?
Not seeing it.
I only see 18 here, Dandy. I can
No, it was
refresh the
19.
page.
There's 19.
It was 19.
Let me refresh the page. Hold on. That did nothing.
She said Convo's message.
Hold on.
You could just reopen it, maybe.
There it is. All right, we got one more question.
Woo!
But when it comes to, I already forgot what the question was. Oh, the hook.
The hook.
For One Piece, like
Oh,
Being
being
right,
sold.
can't be.
right.
Being sold. on it,
In the beginning of One Piece, it's definitely hard to get into. I feel like the whole kind of buggy fight in the beginning, like seeing John's favorite Richie and all them.
Yeah, I like Richie.
I think that was a little hard. Just because it's
Lionel
like,
Richie. Dude,
Yeah,
that's so funny.
That's hilarious, bro. Seeing freaking Django as a Steven Tyler, bro. That is
You know, that-
hilarious.
those were
Remember I
funny.
said that? I was
Those
like,
were
dude, he looks
funny.
like
Bro.
Steven
And
Tyler.
then Geddy Lee is freaking Dr. Kura, whatever. What's
Oh
her
no,
name?
you forgot. You usually remember her name.
Karina.
Doctorina?
Dr.
Dr. Reen.
Dr. Reen.
I call it
It's
Dr.
Dr.
Reen.
Reen,
That's
I
what I
guess.
call it, Dr. Reen. But that's straight up Geddy Lee, bro. What were we talking about?
We're talking about
Oh, yeah.
what do you guys think about people who still don't think the show's worth it?
Okay,
See, in my mind,
that's
if you get up to this point, I understand not watching it because you don't want to give it a shot because it's a commitment. But if you're watching it up to this point and then you still say it's not worth it, you got something crazy going
But
on.
what reason, though?
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about.
I don't understand
what
that at all.
reason? Where the fight's not good enough for you? Where the characters aren't good enough for you? Like, like what's the reason? Moonwalking villain, yeah.
Kura.
Kuroha, yeah, that's what it is.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't imagine. Like I said, not starting it, that's one thing. Not continuing after this. Like I said, man, even just going to see that, I said it earlier, 5 seconds of Robin screaming that she wants to live. And I'm already close to tears just watching that again. Like, I get choked up by that. Like, how?
Yeah, I don't get. That's crazy. I don't get that.
Nah.
What, I'm curious though about what you got. What are the? What do people say?
That's.
Whoa.
Oh!
From Kai2K 1412. Thank you for the super chat, man.
Back to the devil fruit convo, but Oda said that if he had a devil fruit, he would have had Robin's fruit, so he can write manga pages faster.
Bro,
what devil fruit would you guys each want? Me, aces.
You said that.
Enaru for me. Enaru, easy. I've always wanted you guys, for everybody or for you guys who have been.
Shoot, I like space though. Now that I see the dark fruit.
Can you go to space with the dark fruit?
Well, black holes and stuff.
Apparently, you can go to space with the rumble fruit.
He's right.
Freaking Enaru's conquering the moon.
So
I would choose aces.
I still really like aces.
See, actually,
But John, you like Eners, no?
Heck yeah, I'm going with lightning. Zach really loves the berry fruit. Remember that one guy?
No. Oh yeah. No, I was actually gonna say
wax fruit.
I was actually gonna say I might want like I might want like one of the like the bird fruits, the Doan types.
That's pretty sick.
Because flying sounds sick to me. Like
I want
the idea of flying, but
smooth fruit.
If Ace can fly if Ace can fly like Human Torch, I'd go with Ace's fruit.
That's pretty sick.
Because for me, it's like flying, man. Flying sounds like so much fun. So if I could turn into a bird like Pell, like that sounds cool.
That'd be fun.
That's pretty
Plus,
awesome.
they are like super durable. So I mean, I don't know. That'd be cool to me.
Which
honestly.
is one you absolutely would not want?
Someone I'd absolutely not want.
The chomp.
Probably
fruit.
Wapoles.
Jump fruit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Which is the same thing,
Yeah,
right? The chomp
I wouldn't
yeah.
want that
I
one.
do not want that one.
That's a tough question.
No. I mean, to be honest, Robin's fruit is pretty.
No,
sick,
Robin's.
though.
We've always said that.
Yeah.
Robin's fruit's very powerful.
I would just think it would be sick to freaking
Damn.
shoot fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
100%.
Imagine like you have a cup of noodle and you just like.
No, just heat it up real quick.
That's pretty sick.
Fire could never hurt me.
With lightning, I have a fully charged phone all the time.
What do you think Robin's like limits of her power are? Do you think she can
finger.
make clones of herself?
I'm not sure.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Right?
She got that what's it called? Clone jutsu? Was it shadow clone?
Shadow clone jutsu?
How would you feel about Kaku's fruit then?
Being a giraffe?
What? I wouldn't know. No. See, that's why I said the only reason I'd want a Zoan type is to fly. That's it.
You don't want to be tall.
No.
You eat a Zoan and it was the human fruit.
Oh.
You're just extra.
You just turned to a different kind of human.
At that point, you just lost your ability to swim. Nothing else.
Nothing
You
changed.
didn't gain anything from it.
Your gain was a loss.
You lost. Yeah, you lost.
That's funny.
All right.
To be fair, he can eat his own weight away.
Oh, chop fruit?
Slow fruit.
That's true.
That's
You
cool.
could.
The slow
That's
fruit.
the
is
ultimate weight loss fruit.
sick, right?
Thanks for the super chat. We
Absolutely.
appreciate it, man. Oh, let's see. Really? Oh, that makes sense. You guys see that?
Huh?
Oda has also said that if Nami were to have a devil fruit, she would have Enaru's fruit because she would be able to make the most out of its potential
With the
her
weather knowledge. Okay.
That would be sick.
She'd be OP,
That would be sick.
wiping everyone off.
What
the
I
field.
want to know is how anybody's gonna fight against Blackbeard, bro.
Or what kind of do you think at this point, knowing what we know, which we don't know
That's
much,
why I'm not. I don't think
Do you
we're
think-
getting a Blackbeard fight.
do you think
anytime soon.
Dragon has a devil fruit?
Well,
Because he
was
kind
our
of
theory of him like controlling the weather.
yeah.
We haven't even talked
But
about
our
Dragon.
original-
Now we don't know if
Our
that's
original
really
theory before
what-
finding out that he is Luffy's dad was that he was like an ancient.
an ancient. We thought he was an ancient.
Yeah.
we were so
Bro's
off.
just a freaking dad. He's just a dad, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just a dad.
He's just a father. Absent father. But
That's funny. All right, we've
Who's
got.
Luffy's mom?
Don't worry, I will be Blackbeard. I love that.
We've
We're
got
counting on you.
one more question. Are you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Having met CP9, the 5 elders, admirals, and fleet admiral, what do you think about the government's power, structure, and influence?
I think the power is pretty overwhelming. They have a lot of assets.
A lot of different factions, huh? That branch off.
And also entire groups of countries under their control. They can.
That's true. How many
auxiliary
kingdoms?
Forces, a lot.
Was it 190, 290, 270?
Something like that. But
So there was a lot.
At this point, especially, I guess the warlords weren't really in that question, were they? Okay. I was going to say, including the warlords, we haven't really seen any, like, the power structures all in the government. Outside the government, we've only seen Blackbeard, Whitebeard, Shanks, then the two other emperors that we don't know
We
about.
haven't even really talked
and the
about
Straw
the
Hats.
Emperor's thing.
It's like,
Freak, dude.
all of the power seems to be in the world government, for sure. In terms of, like, the power structure, I guess.
Well, it's so complex too, because you have CP. We've seen CP9 and we've seen CP5. There's other CPs out there, right?
and
Other
they're,
cipher
and
polls.
they're,
Cipher polls.
they're kind of branched off from the main structure too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's definitely the black ops stuff that happens within the government. There's a lot of moving parts right there.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts.
And then not including just the normal Marine Force and Navy Force too.
Yeah.
Dude, someone put, this is the way, 786. Oh, you don't want to open up that Pandora's box.
You guys,
Hey, lineage is a crazy thing, too. Frankie's dad was a pirate.
and so honestly, all of them, well, we don't really know Sanji or Zoro, but Frankie's dad and then Usopp's dad is with the Shanks red hairs.
Yeah.
We kind of forgot about that a little bit.
There's a lot of things. Man, there's so many. What about Rob? Oh, well, we know. We know
I
that.
just,
Do you guys do? You guys don't know much about. Oh, go
I
ahead.
think it got deleted, but I saw it. It was funny. I don't think it was anything. It was just like, we know that crocodile is Luffy's mom.
Bro, there's so many things going on. It's like, what's going on?
Do you guys?
Crocodile being
Crocodilian?
Crocodile is Luffy's mom.
Dandy Crocodilian being
Ooh.
impale down.
Even just Dandy's like message right there is so interesting. The theory spawned from a future arc and actions, so not that yet. I love that. It gets me excited. You guys don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts at all, right?
No.
Not a thing.
So in Kingdom Hearts, it's really funny because the first like game, he's on an island and then his mom's like, all right, ready for dinner, and then all of a sudden he like leaves the island and his mom's never brought up again. But there's this villain in the game called Master of Masters, which its abbreviation is MOM, mom. So everyone's like, oh, that's Sora's mom.
Oh shit.
She's still trying to get him back for dinner.
Oh. That's crazy. Yeah, man. There's just so many. There's a lot of Nami's parents.
And
you
you
know
know
what,
another
too.
recent one too was figuring out. We just kind of found out that Frankie's dad was.
Well, that's what.
Oh, is that what you said? Oh, I didn't even
yeah.
hear him say that.
He said
Well,
Frankie's
that's
dad's a
crazy.
pirate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which got brought up like so quickly at the end.
recent,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was one little name that got dropped.
That you heard from the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they're doing the flashbacks, and it shows Luffy's village, and the mayor, he drops a name. I think it was Dandadan. Dadan was his name.
Dun, 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 dun,
He's
dun,
like
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. So he said, like, I wonder how Dadan feels about that or whatever.
You think that might be Frankie's dad?
No, I'm wondering if
Okay.
maybe that could be the friend. Maybe that's the friend that Garp was talking about. I left Luffy with my
Oh,
friend and Ace.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
maybe.
could be a thing.
Maybe.
Dadan, yeah, see? I know all names. I'm just kidding.
John's pretty good at remembering names.
Dadan, yeah. So maybe he's the buddy that Garp left him with.
Dan to Dan.
Dan. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I guess we have to wait and just watch. And we're all done with the questions
Close
now.
enough.
I guess at this point we can. Maybe you guys have any other questions in the chat. And we'll
Answer a
start
couple, a few of them.
loading out. We've been here for about 3 hours, 20 minutes.
almost 4 hours.
Freaking A,
So-
bro. That's
It's a long
one.
stream.
Yeah.
We're just big shout out to you guys showing up and hanging out with us, for the super chats, subscribers, everything, man.
Yeah.
And I know we mentioned it, but we do have like a Discord server, and we've got other uncut stuff. You guys can see all this funny stuff, kind of like this live stream. Check out our Patreon in our description, or it's over just in the channel details. Yeah, we got some cool stuff over there. We want to have you guys just be a part of all that we do.
Are there any other things that we didn't really touch on? The Emperors was a big thing. I don't think maybe we talked really about. The New World was a big thing they mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Did we cover kind of everything? For you guys watching, is this a sufficient... I don't even know if it was an arc review as much as it was like...
We went overview.
Like, what do you guys think?
I loved Water 7. And
Saga.
I mean, for what we've done here now.
oh,
I think it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much else to say. We got into the meat and potatoes of it all, of like the character development stuff, all the character introductions, what this means for the story. So I think that we did a good amount.
Pete and potatoes.
I would say
questions,
it's every single arc
potatoes.
continues up. I think Alabasta was number one. This definitely is number one now. The
Yeah,
Water
for me
7
too.
Saga. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. We are gonna plan to do this every arc.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we'll do it every arc.
We're gonna do a live stream every arc. So
This is like a little test, and it's gone very, very well, and I think we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had a really good time. Like I said, we did we kind of tried to get the kinks out beforehand. Our mods were in with us, kind of just helping us out, trying to get everything kind of set up.
Shout out to our mods again. We love you guys.
Yeah, man, you guys, Dandy, Conva, and Light, they do huge help for us to keep things moving smooth.
Yeah.
Heck
So,
yeah.
we've learned a couple things for next time. We're gonna hardwire next time.
Make sure, which is funny because once we restarted the stream, it's been consistent the whole time.
Yeah, I've been looking at that.
I mean, it could have just been the service at the time.
We use the internet where it's in our location where it's at. It's not like we can be hardwired into your normal internet.
It's a little different.
It's like a wireless kind of thing.
But
Hey, we're gonna be doing this every arc. So once we get to the thousands, that's gonna be fun. Arc review in the thousands.
Oh, yeah, that'll
We'll
be
have
tight.
people saying we've been with you since Water 7.
Been with you since the live action.
people from live
Yeah.
action,
That's
man.
insane.
Oh,
Another one from Bane. Bane
Oh
again.
yeah,
Appreciate the love, man.
great
Yeah, we're-
content, guys. I
just
hope
keep
y'all
it
hit
going.
10K and 100K. Woo!
Oh, thank
That'd
you
be
so
so
much.
awesome.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Thanks
because
so
of
much
you
to
guys,
Bane.
man. It's because of you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we're gonna keep it going.
That was
We're gonna
very
keep
much
it-
appreciated.
We're gonna
Yeah.
keep it rolling, man. We'll find the One Piece.
Yep.
Hey, let us know if there's any I don't know if we can do this at all, but I'd be down to do there's an episode maybe you guys want to see as a live stream. Shoot, let us know.
Yeah. Well,
I'd be interested.
we can do some of those now. Like we're kind of set up for it.
Yeah. So, it's been fun.
It has been fun. I've had a really good time doing
And
this.
big shout out to the chat too for being, you guys kept, no spoilers in there.
Thank you
For the
for
most part, seems.
the
Dude, we tried our
hilarious
best, and that was
comments.
good.
I honestly wish you guys were all here with us. I wish we could talk to you guys in person. A full table
Yeah.
going of people talking. It's
Yeah.
fun, man. It's a whole bunch
So
of
we'll
fun.
still have to try and figure out what we can do. Throw us your suggestions because, like I said, we might be able to take calls from the WhatsApp thing
Yeah.
or something like that.
We'll test it out.
Shoot,
Try
I'm
and
trying to go to
figure it
Anime
out.
Expo.
yeah, shoot. I don't know if you guys.
If anybody
anime,
live around there or travel for that kind of convention.
Anime Expos in California.
California.
So,
It's LA, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, meet us at the Anime Expo. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
If
dude.
if anybody just either flies
That's in-
out
is that
or
in
goes
July?
to that, it's in July. It's usually
Bro,
on the weekend of the 4th
because we're in California, if you don't
or
know.
the week of the 4th.
But
Pacific Central. Or Pacific
Universal
Standard
Studios, I guess, has been having.
Hashtag Cow Guy. Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
I'll probably
Universal
never
Fan
live that
Fest.
down now.
Is that what you're talking about? Universal Fan Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
They Universal Studios has been doing this. It's going to do this thing.
I think it's on right now, isn't it?
It starts the 25th.
Okay.
That's actually my birthday, April 25th. So that would have been cool to go to, but they're doing Universal has a bunch of One Piece merch, One Piece food, One Piece drinks. I would like to go to that, but I guarantee you, FanFest is pure spoiler kingdom.
Oh, dude, 100%. Yeah, the amount of people that are probably gonna, because they got a One Piece zone with cosplay.
Defend me.
There's probably a crap ton of people who
Defend
are
my name.
cosplaying.
Defend my honor.
Probably cosplaying Gear 4, Gear 5,
yeah,
that new
it's-
design.
I watch other YouTube channels of park updates for Universal Studios in Hollywood, and they go out and show merch to these places. And he was like, "Oh, we got some One Piece stuff," and I was like, "No, let me get out of this area." So I don't want to see any of that. But Universal Studios has been really diving into a lot of anime stuff recently.
Of course, they have
So
to.
they have Jujutsu Kaisen. They got One Piece. They got
Then they got the One Piece cafe that they opened up in Vegas.
in Vegas. There's a One Piece cafe. We're like what would you say, like 7 hours, 8 hours away from Las Vegas?
by car.
Yeah, by car.
Freaking,
We're 45 minutes by plane from Vegas.
Yeah.
Shoot, we'll have to.
I would love to go to the One Piece cafe,
Let's
like
do
somewhere down the
let's
road.
do some side stories, man. Let's
Heck
go.
yeah.
Let's go to Vegas.
You
We'll do a little story
can
for that.
easily vlog like
Let's
some
do
like
it.
Yeah, we'll be doing those things when the time comes. You know, it's part of our journey because.
episode 1000. The cow guy lore goes deep.
Oh my gosh, dude! You guys will remember this day. It was the day that started it all.
What am I gonna name for myself?
So he goes,
Oh, that's good.
Are you guys
Oh.
sure about that, man? I thought it was a cow guy, man.
you're gonna get flamed when they. I'm only imagining how mad people in the comments are gonna be when they hear you say cow
I
guy.
told him, defend me, defend me.
Defend me.
Oh, they said they had been there.
Oh, let's go.
It's actually.
Oh, they have
so
spoilers
bad.
on the
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah, I guarantee you there are spoilers on the walls. There's probably spoilers of like crewmates, spoilers of forums.
We'll have
or
to go
whatever
there
the heck.
later.
We'll have to be
That's
like caught
hard.
up, maybe caught up with the
Man,
show by the time
all
we go.
of a sudden, bro, we start One Piece and all of a sudden,
Literally.
it's everywhere.
It's because of the live
I can't
action.
even
The
go to
live action.
Baskin
Because of
Robbins
live action.
without getting spoiled, bro.
Yeah, seriously, this
I
ice
can't even go
cream
get an ice cream without getting.
I'm trying to
spoiled.
walk in, get a Luffy ice cream, you know.
Legit, they
Shoot.
just did a collab with One Piece, Baskin Robbins, bro.
I really appreciate. I mean, like the live action did what it was designed. It was also to.
I'm
think
still
live
very
action
curious.
did
I
it.
That gum flavor.
I think One Piece was like, look, we need some more money out of this thing. We're up at 1,000 episodes. We got to get some people there. So they did the live action, sold some rights over. That's why Wiz Studios doing the remake, and then they're doing like a whole bunch more stuff.
Good time to
The
be a One
Universal
Piece fan,
Studios
man.
thing?
What is that?
I don't know, it's something else.
Into a cow.
Do it. That'd be great.
Only the people who were a part of the stream will know that's an inside joke.
Yeah.
Nah, they'll see it on the rerun.
They'll see the rerun.
I'm editing this out.
That's if they stay for
That
the
whole
4 hour
segment.
I'm editing the whole segment. Nah,
Oh, dude, that's
I'm just gonna put a bleep over it.
Exactly.
No, you just
LA
dub
Lakers
over
did a
it,
collab
bear
with One
guy.
Piece. That's so sick. Yeah. Dude,
What the heck? LA Lakers did a collab with One Piece?
Yeah,
I
dude.
didn't know about that.
Dude, the Dodgers have been doing like
like
cool anime stuff.
Freaking
And Joel was telling me,
everywhere.
dude, like there's people like in sports like hitting
Bro,
Gear 2 pose and stuff.
Yeah, I think Light sent a picture
Oh, I
of
think I
like
saw
he
that,
was like a
yeah.
soccer player hitting the Frankie pose, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, that too.
it looked tight. Where people do like the thumb thing, sucking your thumb, the biting your thumb. Don't roast me.
Sucking your thumb.
What?
Can you imagine that's Luffy in Gear 3? He's just sucking his thumb the whole time.
Anything
All right.
else?
I think we're
I
good.
think that's it.
Thanks again,
The Rams
everybody.
did too. I'm a Ram
Oh.
fan.
Yeah, we're Rams fans. Actually,
Yeah, we're Rams fans.
They are.
Yeah, we are.
Did you decide on the team yet?
Yeah, I'm a.
He's a Rams fan.
No, I'm not a Rams fan.
Why not?
Huh?
Who
I'm
are you?
a Lions fan.
Lions?
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that.
I don't.
Better than being a Chiefs fan.
It's not better than being a Rams fan though.
Now we're getting crazy. Now the chat's about to go crazy. But in any case,
Yeah, no, our mods, you guys are great, man. Oh, we couldn't have done this without you guys, really. And then everyone in the chat, thanks for sticking around. Everyone who's not in the chat, thanks for sticking around. And,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Even if you're maybe just working and you're listening to us in your ear.
I'm a Cows fan.
Zach fan.
Go Detroit. Oh shoot.
Also, thank you for
Let's
making
go.
us laugh in the comments.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was awesome.
Especially roasting this guy.
That's crazy, bro.
We had a good time.
I'm gonna go watch that episode again and be like, try and justify myself. Like,
Go Cows.
that looks like it.
Say go Cows.
Go Cows.
All right.
Super cool.
Hey,
I
we'll see you
appreciate
guys-
appreciate everybody who donated too. That's
Heck yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Big shout out. Thanks a ton, guys.
We'll
This
see
is
you guys
3.5 hours.
Yeah,
on the
3.5
dot.
hours.
About to hit 3:31.
All right. Well, until next time.
After this, we're gonna jump right into the next arc. So we're probably gonna get some lunch and then
Hang
I'm
out with
hungry.
hang out with the boys.
start watching
some
some
more One Piece.
Fishman Island, presumably.
They ain't going to Fisherman Island.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see you guys. Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch more. We'll see you guys later.
Okay, guys. Till the next time. We'll do the next one.
Peace.
Peace out.